very much for being here. Surely do appreciate it. Hope you're having a stupendous Saturday. We are live and ready for booty.
Booty.
Well, thank you guys. Thank y'all for being here. Much love, much appreciation as always. Let's start us off with a recap. Who wants to? Do you have something prepared for us today, Cal?
Unfortunately, I do not.
That's okay.
I apologise. I have had the busiest couple of weeks on
good, buddy.
the face of the earth. Apologies, but next time I will be sure to do it.
It's all good. No worries. Well, then in that case, I'll open it to whoever wants to give us a recap. Everybody can contribute for a reroll for themselves for a session.
Well, I'll start us off. We found a giant casino ship and were invited aboard by one of the patrons. She had an interesting offer for us in that we would be given the chance to become proper pirates if we managed to steal something from the vault for her. So we followed her closer to the vaults and got ready to go in, and Ruby decided to scout out the entrance and see what was at the door, and there were lots of guards there. But unfortunately, Mouse Ruby didn't realize that there was a cat, and she got bit by the cat and thrown down the stairs and transformed back into a dwarf in front of all these people.
I just want to say something real quick. I literally saw a meme about that happening, like this week. On Reddit, somebody else made a meme. Yeah,
I will remember that.
Yeah. It was like when the druid fails their stealth check while they're wild shaped, and it's like a cat behind them with like the red glowing eyes. Yeah.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry. Please continue.
So Ruby goes flying and into everything, and as we're rolling initiative, she jumps up and shouts, "The curse has been lifted!" and manages just to talk her way out of the situation and join our friends, at which point we decide to flood the cabin and scare the guards into thinking that the ship is taking on water so that the door can be cleared.
Very good.
I'm gonna give Will a chance to get in now because he kind of disappeared at some point during this session. So
cool. Very good. I have given you inspiration, so that is your reroll. Will, the baton has been passed off to you, buddy.
Thanks for putting me on the spot. So, then I remember we were like, all right, let's just smash the door down because the distraction worked. So I told Monty to smash the door, but it didn't work. And then we smashed a hole in the wall, and it turns out the door is magical. Doesn't connect to the other side of the wall.
Connected to the kitchen.
It was in the kitchen.
So it was the kitchen. And we were like, hey, what's up? To the kitchen people. And it was a good time. Then we've got through the door finally, thanks to a butter knife.
yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That butter knife ended up being really clutch.
And some skills. So took the butter knife and we went into this hallway, which the floor started moving out from under us, and it was water under there. There was this creature. I got me and Monty over to the other side with my cloak. And then some very bad things happened to Ruby in the water.
Yeah.
With that creature. So then Speed decided he was going to get his vengeance on that creature. And he took his butter knife and he went down there and took care of business.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Absolutely. There's your reroll for the session, unless you wanted to keep going, but I think that was also where you...
That's literally where I left off, yeah.
Well, that's where I
Very
stopped.
good.
I was like, I should probably stop now. Because there wasn't much left.
Monty, take us home, buddy.
Yeah. Then we got into like some weird room with, was it like mirrors? Was it mirrors? And there was like, and each one was doing like, Monty was going around touching them, and that was a bad idea because there was like weird spooge coming out of him and fire, and he burnt his what was his cane? It was
Yep, it was a cane.
yeah, and
It's a cane that you were using as a club up until that point.
yeah, but then it got burnt to pieces.
Because you
Anyway,
the acid one.
yeah, and then the pirate who gave us the task to raid the vault in the first place turned up with a bunch of people. We went through another magic gate or something and appeared outside a bunch of treasure. And the thing we were looking for, which was, I believe, a goblet of some description, was atop a pile of treasure. The pile of treasure was, in fact, what I think was a horde mimic. And we ended up having to fight this mimic. And we were, if I remember, successful. I don't think anyone died.
Nobody died.
No, we did all right. We did all right. Yeah.
And I believe that's we ended up back on the ship and all good. And there were pirate lords mentioned, and I'll let someone explain with who's better at speaking than I am. But yeah, I think that's where we got up to anyway.
Yeah, we got told Ithaca, is that right?
Yep.
The dude who attacked us in Peridot, he was one of the pirate lords, but not everybody likes him. So if we wanted to go up against him, we'd need to do something to the other pirate lords or something. He was a pirate lord, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he is a pirate lord. So was the person that you guys were working with on this mission. They were equal in station. Not that they technically work together insofar as that they are a part of the same organization. This organization is pretty... They keep their stuff on the down low. They call themselves the Court of Ransom and Ruin, and you guys were brought in as associates of theirs. Or at least... what's up?
They're looking for tablets. That's what they were looking for.
Captain Hargoth Hammerstorm,
Yeah.
the ally that you had on the previous episode, she is looking for those tablets on behalf of the Court of Ransom and Ruin. And because she genuinely does not think that Ithaca should have them, she also disclosed to you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna load up the quest log and just try and figure out what the best thing to do now is. I'm assuming track down Ithaca.
Well, technically, we were collecting things to be able to fight him as well, and we also need to look for those other coils.
Just to remind you guys where we had left off, not that I'm trying to steer you in any direction specifically, but you were heading towards Port Aurum in order to make landfall there, where Tristan has been there before, so Tristan knows the area at least a little bit. Yeah, you guys were heading over there because the compass was pointing in that general vicinity, not exactly over in that way, but the Port Aurum is the largest bastion of civilization, if you will, that you guys are aware of.
We were talking about yeeting him over a board and leaving him there, yeah? We're not that mean, I'm sorry.
Let's see how things play out.
He's just going to come back and slap.
yeah.
The first thing he does is just going to be slap everyone with fish.
Get out of here, you.
But yeah, I guess awaiting orders. Let's
Wait,
go.
orders, Captain.
Also, there is the small matter that Speed actually jumped into a to fight that thing, and we don't know if Speed came out.
Oh no, we resolved
No,
that.
he did. When
resolved
we
that,
were
yeah.
up at the top, he like literally was stood there with the butter knife and smiling at
Yeah.
us.
All right, good. Okay, good. I scared myself though for a second. I'm pleased to hear this.
No, Speed came back with us. He was just tired and quiet.
Yep.
Definitely needed a rest after fighting that thing
With a butter knife.
with the butter knife.
Best
good.
weapon in the game.
It's a plus 10 butter knife.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, if you enchanted it enough.
Unbeaten
There's
my
more levels.
butter knife.
What's that, Will?
The ship has more levels.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. So we come in on the day after the party. Meeting with Hargoth Hammerstorm, going on the previous adventure. It is literally the next day. You awaken feeling a bit refreshed, high off the win at your casino and your winnings from the casino. If I remember correctly, you guys came out of that 2,000 gold pieces heavier.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That was a good roll. It was a very good roll to beat Hargoth.
It was literally one higher.
Yeah.
It was very cool. Who wants to go first? What are y'all doing?
Can I go and see the captain, please? And
Why, certainly.
I'm just gonna knock on the door politely because Speed is the captain now. And morning, Captain. May I come in?
Yeah.
Right, I'll walk into the door. He'll have his arms and he's like standing to attention, really formal, as Monty would know how these things are done. Right, Captain. First of all, this really suits you, by the way, being in this the captain's quarters here. Permission to speak freely there, Captain.
Always granted, Monty.
Always granted. I'll remember that. Right.
Monty
What we
will remember
fucking
that.
doing?
Appeared up in the screen. Real quick, Omni, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Sorry, please continue.
What are we fucking doing?
Well, and he kind of looks down, and you see on the desk in front of him there's the compass. It's just kind of pointed ahead, like almost directly at you. He stands up and he picks it up and he shows it to you, and he's like, "Where we been going? Onward."
Monty misinterprets this as the compass is pointing towards him. He goes, "Me? You've been looking for me all this time? Is that right?"
I literally facepalm.
Please be more specific with the orders, Captain.
Instructions unclear.
I would give our heading. I don't know exactly what it is specifically, but
So
wherever
the heading,
compass is
the
pointing.
direction that the compass is pointing is like north by northwest-ish, where you guys are at this point. And I will, real quick, I will show you guys where you are in relation to where you left and where Port Orem is. So, you guys left. Where's the marker?
So
There's
beautiful.
Strongwood. Thank you. You guys left Peridot right over here. You sailed over to here when you had met Tristan, and at this big place called the Seagrave was where you encountered those zombies and got that topaz pistol that the captain now wields. Is that like your symbol of office?
Yeah, I think so.
Sick. At which point you then sailed off onwards, and around here is where you ran into the Halcyon Hotel and Casino. You've been sailing for another about day after that, and the heading from your compass is pulling north by northwest. You guys are kind of headed at this point, basically just north, straight up to Port Oram. You're still about a day away from it.
Okay.
I'm under the impression that it's going to be like we're going to go inland.
Probably. I mean, you're going to be making your way to the port for sure. You're going to need to restock on supplies and stuff. You
Oh
guys,
yeah, for sure.
yeah. Where you go from there is kind of up to y'all and how y'all want to handle it. But I mean, maybe.
All right. Well, Monty, we're going to Port Oram for research.
Research, my specialty.
And restock.
Right. All right. Yeah. Well, I know how to negotiate, so it'll be just fine there. I'll make sure we're fully stocked for the trip ahead. And should I go wait the rest of the crew up there, Captain? And we'll get everything set and ready to head out. What'd you say?
What about breakfast first?
Fucking hell! I forgot about breakfast. Right. I'll go sort that out first. I'll go up with Chef.
You can tell Will's enjoying this.
I like walk over to this table, sit down, and I'm like, I'll be here.
Right away, Captain. I'll be right on that for you.
Appreciate you, Monty.
Yeah, proper brown nosing kiss ass Monty at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some breakfast and for the captain and help him out, and then get it distributed to the crew after waking them up.
Okay. So we is there anything that anybody's doing before that time that they want to role play or anything like that, or do we want to just skip to breakfast?
No, Ruby's good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I'm assuming you're all eating in the captain's quarters with Will, unless
Are we
he's
invited?
eating by
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Do we have
There's the crew,
invitations
but
to
then there's
captain's
like
table?
the actual
The officers.
crew.
The in crew.
Yeah.
The favourites,
Exactly.
the favourites, you can say it.
Yeah. Basically, we're some sort of officer level now, are we?
I mean, you guys have bedrooms up here on the deck level with
Oh,
me,
fair
so
enough.
you know. It's,
Yeah. That's fair.
Privileged.
Yeah, Monty's
Yeah,
got
you would
some
be invited
hay in
every
the
meal.
corner of the captain's quarters as well.
He just sleeps in a ball in the corner
Yeah.
of his bed.
You know, like occasionally kicking his left leg like a dog, having a dream. You know,
Chasing something.
yeah. Yeah.
It's got like a little like rope in the corner. The captain can sort of tug around with him and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
why
Like
not?
Sherry he can chew on.
Oh my gosh. I think we're getting off into fetish territory. So where do you guys sit? Where do y'all choose to sit?
Right next to the captain.
We'll choose to sit the furthest
Figured.
away since he's the newer member of the crew. Yeah.
So, what do you serve for breakfast, Monty?
I have helped the chef prepare some kippers, some smoked kippers, and just some toast and some eggs as well, just to build up the muscles up, as Monty is so keen on doing.
Fantastic. Long-standing tradition here on DMDM Studios of making the audience hungry, despite whatever game we might be playing. Fantastic. So breakfast is served, and I leave it to you guys how you discuss what you intend to do.
Refer to the captain, I suppose.
Yeah. One-eyed Larry came with Ruby, and she just kind of like breaks off pieces of toast, like hand for breakfast.
Like looking for some water.
Well, I'll find you a saucer, One-eyed Larry. Let's find you a saucer. Just like pour some tea over into the saucer. He's a
We have,
refined
like-
parrot.
We having like rum for breakfast? Is that what we're drinking?
I didn't know you were that way inclined there, Tristan. I wasn't going to suggest it, but now that you have, I'm more than happy to join you.
Well, I mean, I've heard from the rest of the crew that celebrations to be had. I've been laid up injured while recovering from my wound. So yeah, I mean, I'm up for a bit of wine, rum or wine or whatever we've got to celebrate your victory. As it were.
Captain.
Oh, break it out.
Fuck yeah! Right. I'll go and I'll go to my quarters and get my secret special rum that I've been hiding from the rest of the crew, and I'll bring it back and I'll pour one each out into whatever glassware or mug or tankard we've got on the table.
Fantastic. The sound of the glasses being filled and the smell, the aromatic sugar cane that has been aged to make this rum. It's very fragrant and full. This early in the morning, it kind of burns the nostrils.
What a smell to be alive.
Ruby just she looks at her drink and she's really kind of like quiet and serious, and she's just kind of like, I let you down, like, guys, like this, that I went down again. Like, I've gone down a few too many times now. I don't feel like I deserve this, but I promise you, I'm gonna try harder. I'm gonna talk to Greg and see if he can like teach me more about my powers, because I'm still not a very good druid, and I want to do better. I'm gonna do better.
You listen to me, Ruby. You're one of the finest pirates I've ever seen. And I've been on many ships in my time. I think above the table he said it was 52 ships or something.
Some crazy number, yeah.
All sunk.
Yeah. All mutinied, like that Monty's led.
52 mutinies and own.
Yeah.
It's never worked out for him because he still doesn't have his own ship. I'm sorry,
but
that's
yeah,
just funny the implications. Please continue.
Yeah, you're one of the finest pirates I've ever seen. And look, we all get knocked down now and again, but it's how you get yourself back up, and it's how you fight on, and it's who you surround yourself with. It's all about the crew. If one of us goes down, we all go down. We'll never leave anyone behind. You do well to remember that, Ruby.
Oh, thank you, Monty. Like, and she's like, to the crew, and she lifts a drink.
Yeah, to the crew.
Booty.
Booty!
That's
Yeah.
I'll stand and go to Captain Speed on your first adventure as the captain. Congratulations.
Why, thank you.
So the captain.
To the captain.
Captain Speed. Our glorious leader.
Our fearless leader.
Our attractive leader. Trying to one up.
Classic leader.
All right, guys. He kind of like sits up for a second and reaches like behind him and pulls out this like string, and as it comes over the table, you start to see it has like a couple teeth on it from that creature that he fought.
Nice.
Been working on this.
From Monty there.
Been working on this all night, and he goes and hands it over to Ruby.
oh.
Captain.
Says, "We always have your back."
She just kind of like clenches it to her chest, and she's just like, Captain. And she's just kind of a bit emotional, shaking a bit. I'll treasure it always.
Immediately loses it.
Yeah.
Larry
She's
flies
not
off.
Monty. She's not Monty. Above the table is like a necklace. Was it a necklace? Sorry. Like,
Yes.
you just said it was on a string. Yeah, okay, so she ties it around her neck and.
Imagine like 3 teeth of this creature or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool. So, Tristan,
Monty.
we're going to your place, your town. What's
Really?
that going to be like for you?
Should be okay. Should be. I say should be. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been there, but I think we'll be all right. As long as we are prepared, just in case anything goes wrong. But I think we'll be okay.
What the hell could go wrong? We're legitimate, as you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I Should be fine. Should be good.
Not filling me with confidence there, Tristan, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a place where privateers go. So as long as we're kind of not acting too shady, we should be fine.
Right.
We'll fit right in then.
Yeah.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
You got to try and. The thing is with that, you got to try and lie at being not a pirate when everyone's kind of a pirate, but no one says they're a pirate. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing.
No.
Okay.
Not a clue what you just said, but I like you, and I'll just do what you do.
Okay.
It's not high end though, is it? Do we need to dress up nice? Or are we all right in our pirate goods?
Yeah, I'd probably just stay as you are. I mean, I just look at myself like the sort of jacket and stuff I've got, and I'm like, I'm probably not as, I've made do. I've made do.
She's a dwarf, so she knows like the upper echelons are a bit snootier, so she'd be like, we're gonna stick out
I
a
do
bit like
think
sore thumbs.
I think the captain probably needs like a big hat or something, like an elaborate hat for status reasons.
I mean, I did get Jeremy to craft his current armor out of the shark wyvern skin that we got. So, like, maybe if
that'd
we
be
can like
impressive.
find something else to kill and
Yeah.
like maybe like a giant ostrich.
I am 100% about this Monster Hunter bullshit.
Yeah. Just go around killing monsters in the seas. I mean, to be
If
honest,
you find it, Jeremy can make it. Like, I've got him working, man.
okay. Well, I mean, that armor alone will make the captain stand out. So I think people are going to notice and be like, this is a guy of, some reputation. So I think
That's
we'll
what
be
we were
okay.
aiming for.
Yeah.
It wasn't just cool.
No.
I
Stands up again to the captain.
To the captain!
To the
To the
captain.
captain.
Do you know what, Tristan? You keep making this many toasts and you're going to fit in nice around here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we toast everything. we toast getting up in the morning. We toast going to the toilet. Everything.
Did Hargoth
toast
give you guys that? That's funny. Did Hargoth give you guys that chalice?
Yes.
It's an infinite source of rum.
Oh.
I've got it right here.
There you go.
Real life.
Like, as if we don't get wasted enough before going on adventures.
Fuck yeah.
So, as I said, you're still about a day's sails away from Port Aurum. If you continue on at this pace, you should arrive about tomorrow morning. Maybe like 9, 10, 11 if you're just cruising. So let me ask y'all this. Do y'all have any special preparations that y'all go over? Any discussion that y'all have? Or do you just immediately start going about your business after breakfast?
Captain.
Just defer to the captain every time.
Yeah.
I mean, it is your role.
Yeah.
What do you want
Well,
us
if
to do?
there's nothing in particular we really need to know about this place, then I guess it's business as usual until we
Well, there
arrive.
might be, Captain. Let's not rule that out. Tristan might not be fucking telling us. So
Hey, what you called him out in front of the captain? What's that about?
I would think that here in the captain's quarters, he would be pretty open and honest with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Sort of,
mean-
kind of.
Tristan, when was the last time that you were at Port Aurum?
Probably 3 years, something like that. A time. There's been a time's passed.
So, what you remember, there's another civilization that lives on the same island that Port Aurum is built on, but a bit farther away. They have virtually nothing to do with the Aurumites, the people that live in the port city. They do protect themselves incredibly well, but for the most part, it's incredibly discouraged into ever going out to that end of the island. From what you remember, it was illegal for the longest time, and then that was previously lifted right as you were leaving because they discovered that there was some some gold to be made in the ordeal. Money kind of won out over sense or what have you, but it was relatively peaceful when you left for the most part.
Okay.
The government there is backed up by the Crown Isle, so the Queen of the entire region supports their governmental system for the most part. It's got several different districts. The wealth disparity is pretty significant, but there is also a lot of money to be made on that island. It's the largest city in the whole of the Jeweled Seas.
I'll just be going out going, make it rain. There's a lot of cash. A lot of cash. There's a lot of opportunities.
Ruby just kind
for
of
us.
like floats out of this ship like in one of those cartoons to a pie or something. She's like,
smelling it.
can smell money.
That's what I'll
There's,
relate to the guys. I'll be like, go on.
No, you go, dude.
I was just going to say, like, there's a lot of opportunities for us when we get there. There's probably a lot of money to be made. So if we do good, we could come out of this with a nice big purse of gold.
I don't make money. I fucking take money. All right there, Tristan.
That's likely to get you shot, Monty.
Well, wouldn't be the first time. But does Monty above the table? Well, I'll ask the DM. Does Monty owe anyone any money? They're not in the city.
In Port Aurum,
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe at one point you said that you owe a lot of people a lot of money.
I do, yeah.
This would
Likely, is
absolutely
it?
be one of those places. Yeah, it's one of the largest cities in the world. There's probably a bounty on your head there, Monty.
Yeah. But I think we established as well that the bounty for Monty was embarrassingly small.
Yeah, I mean you could pay it off.
Nah.
He's
likes-
going to keep it
likes-
alive.
He likes
notoriety.
being chased.
Wasn't it small because he kept being captured though? So he's only got like one or two things to actually
Oh yeah,
be,
you
like,
kept serving
fine
your
for.
time, is what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Worst
Thanks.
pirate ever.
Wasn't Speed like the most expensive? Had the most
Yeah.
as the biggest, yeah.
It would go up
Yeah.
now as well. He's a captain now.
Yeah.
Ruby doesn't have a bounty because she's not technically a pirate.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
I mean,
She is now.
She is
Yeah.
now, yeah.
She'll get a bounty eventually.
I'ma work on it.
So is this the sort of place that I would report to the Commodore that I mentioned in
This is where the
before, yeah?
Commodore would be.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of my guy. As it were. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know, you might get to work for the Commodore at some point. There's some contracts out there we might be able to take on. Who knows? The world is our lobster.
I only
Ladies and
work
gentlemen.
for one person, and that's my fucking captain. All right.
Yeah,
Let's just
but
get-
don't you mutiny though? So he's only your captain as long as you decided to be him your captain, and then you this
I
could
don't
be
know what
53.
you've heard, but I've never fucking mutinied in my life.
This could be ship 53, Monty.
How'd you know that?
We were talking about it. I mean, I think it was over a few drinks. We blurted it out.
Probably, yeah. I might be exaggerating that a bit. But no, actually, I think you're right. I think it's 52. Yeah.
Jesus. I look at Speed and like, just, yeah. Target.
I just like
It's taken a
casually put my
while.
hand on my weapon. Just like pat it and like giving you the, like eye contact, just like, yeah, you know how it is.
I've never mutinied.
Successfully.
Ruby.
I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that this is probably the one ship that's not going to face any mutiny because of the mutual respect you all have for each other. I can see that now as a newcomer. I've experienced it. I've felt it.
It just took Monty a few ships to get it right, that's all.
Well, I think that's what it is. You've got to find the right fit, and I think our friend here has found the right fit. And under the, the learning tree of Captain Speed here, I don't think he's gonna look another way for another ship. This is almost as if he's married to the ship, you could say.
that's a possibility.
It's- you
And
never know.
what about you, Tristan? What are your thoughts on the captain's honor?
I mean, it's a good ship. She'd take a good prize, I'm sure, if she was ever to be captured. But then again, looking around, looking at the ship using my privateer eyes, I think it's quite well. It'd be quite a task to take it, if I'm honest. And I think with Captain Speed at the helm here, and with Monty and yourself, I think it would be quite a difficult task. Whoever would come across the ship would have a bit of a challenge. That's just from my experienced privateer eye. You understand?
Will you be like heading off to see your what's he called? Your
The Commodore.
The Commodore. Yeah.
I should probably check in with them at some point, but I don't want to,
Hey, Ruby, perhaps there's some legitimate business you could do with the Commodore. Perhaps establish some express trade links from here to back to Peridot.
I mean, they're always up for to form connections, or they've done so many pies, as it were. So, you propose something, I'm sure they'll listen.
Yes, the pie industry, I've heard, is rather lucrative. We could do this, you
Indeed.
know.
The transportation alone is just like wild.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta have a way to
if the
keep them fresh.
captain.
Yeah.
Hmm?
5 days at sea. Let's keep these pies fresh. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think we should just try and keep the shady business on the down low for the moment until we can at least find out the right people to speak to, maybe.
Of course, Tristan. God, of course. We're not gonna. What do you think we're gonna do, eh? Go in there and.
You're fucking pirates for one, so anything's
Oh, yeah.
possible.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you know.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're
I
right to
think-
say that.
I think Ruby might try and keep towards the good end of the legitimate side, though, just so that she has plausible deniability.
Should anything go wrong?
Yeah, should anything go wrong, that way she's got the plausible deniability and she can honestly say that she is a respectable business person.
Just catching
Well,
a
to you
ride.
guys, like literally just to like shield while you guys do all the chaos. Like, I think that's probably where Ruby will wind up, because, yeah.
Monty won't let that happen. He will. He's seen what you like on the day off. There's chaos in there, and he's going to bring it out.
Oh yeah, no. She's full chaos, but when it comes to like the political side of it, she's always gonna err on the pretending on the surface, I think.
I'm just an innocent bystander. Nothing to do with me.
Well, no, but if you look at all like the best mob bosses, they're untouchable because they look on the surface like they are. And like, yeah, no, she'll
Legitimate.
be shady as hell, but she'll look legitimate.
Ruby's construction business. I'm in construction.
I mean, she did suggest it when we saw the mines, that we opened up a mine
Yeah.
port.
There you go.
Fair enough.
So is the first order of business to resupply, Captain? Is that kind of the idea? Resupply, restock?
Well, of course, but
Can we
the
see
crew
what's
can
about?
handle that, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
So, as you guys are about to conclude your meeting, I'm assuming you know where you're going, know what you're doing. Any other notes before we move forward?
I'll lean into Monty and be like, "Are you sure you don't want to like clear any bounties before when we get there? Just there could be something on your head, or are you quite happy to just front it out? Or
After
if
being
I
caught,
can help you out, I'm willing to help you out.
it's all
whatever you
right. I can look after myself, you know. When it comes to these sort of things, there's no need for you to get your hands dirty with that side of things. I've been caught 22 times. I think I've learnt my lesson by now. I know how to get out of it. Don't worry. I won't be paying a fucking thing.
That's the lesson you
That's
learned.
fine.
That's how to get out of it.
22 times 4. I'm fine. No problem.
if they're gonna have like downtime between like getting to port, I think Ruby's gonna go back to her quarters and she is gonna do as she said, and she's gonna summon Greg and have a little session with him just to kind of like hone her craft a little bit and practice her spells and yeah.
Cool. What's Greg's natural form? What's Greg really look like?
Well, he's Fae. I hadn't really thought about that. I always summon him as a polar bear.
What about a raisin?
A raise.
A raisin.
I don't know. What do they look like? I guess he'd be like some kind of little fairy thing, wouldn't fairy thing?
Could be.
Yeah.
A number of things he could be, but if you want him to be a little fairy, he could be a little fairy.
I think he should be a little fairy. Yeah. Just something. Yeah. Very, very small and cute. And not at all like he looks like he should be called Greg. He looks like he should have like a really handsome, like cute name, but he's called Greg.
So a little like Chris Pine. Fish.
Yeah, she's like, nah, I've been slacking. I've been this blacksmith business has been taking over my brain a bit too much, and I've been letting myself go a bit. Greg, you need to get back on me. Get back on me.
What do you think it is that's like? That's funny. Yes. What do you think it is that's getting in the way of you and channeling your will?
I think she just doesn't really know who she is just yet. She's still trying to figure it out, and she needs to, accept that she is a pirate. And she's not going home because she's still wanting to go home a little bit, and she kind of, she's not quite.
Yeah, I think what
She's
Greg
found
would tell
her new family.
I think what Greg would tell you is that in order to hone your will and change the world around you in the ways that Greg has taught you to do, you have to be at balance. You have to be at peace with the world around you. And you've had this inner turmoil that's pulling you in all these different directions. And he agrees with you that it sounds like what you really need to do is accept where you are and what your life is turning out to be and making the best of that.
Yeah, definitely. And she's going to meditate on it until we get to shore. Because she needs to connect to the spirits and feel it. Have the mentality.
Yeah.
My brain's hurting. Sorry, I've got a headache, so my words are all here.
No, you're good. And we can see like a small like circle that's been drawn on the floor in chalk, like a little piece of like azurite stone, a bowl of water, a candle that's lit, and like a small like orb that seems to just be like swirling on the inside. And the meditation sequence starts to like fade out as the projection of a much larger space begins to superimpose over the screen.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. Who's next? What are y'all doing on your day off?
Fishing. Feed the crew. Fresh fish.
Hell yeah.
Simple as that.
So are you going to be fishing off of the ship itself, or are you going to go on to like a smaller, like a rowboat with like a small crew to help you catch a bunch of fish and bring them back on board?
Let's do that for fun. Let's go out on a little boat. Let's get some just random scallywags aboard my little vessel to peruse the seas.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's do a series of checks here. Let's get what's your fishing? What would you classify as a fishing skill check here?
I would probably say maybe survival.
Makes sense to me.
Let's go survival. All right.
Makes sense to
Checking
me.
it in the tower.
Oh, phenomenal! Yeah, absolutely. So, fish are out here today, man, and you're having a grand old time. Is this like an unwinding thing for Monty, like the fishing aspect?
Yeah, he loves it, and it connects him back to his dad, who taught him how to fish, and he's using his old net that he nearly lost in the sewers, and yeah, he's using that and just thinking about his childhood and the 52 ships that he's left behind, and just having a good old fish.
Fantastic.
I was drinking juice. You nearly made me choke.
Sorry, Mash.
That's funny. Give me a perception roll.
I will perceive.
I will perceive.
Oh, will you?
Pog, yeah. Natural 20.
Oh,
Wow.
I can see the entire ocean from here.
And what's beneath it? What's
Yeah.
in distance on the horizon?
Yeah.
Everything.
You find the perfect spot. It's a little bit closer, like inland than you are currently. It's going to take you like maybe an hour to get over there, but like you can see shimmering on the horizon, just like this huge swath of like seas, or excuse me, of like fish in such bountiful amounts that they are jumping out of the water, just
Wow.
going absolutely crazy.
Amazing. I'd like to try and gather up as much as I can. I mean, at this point, with this much fish, I mean, there's only so much the crew can eat before the fish goes off. So I'm going to actually capture as much as I can to sell at the port once
Phenomenal.
we get there. Hopefully, make a bit more coin, and people will know the name Monty Beefcastle.
Fantastic. Give me an athletics check, and because you said you brought people, they can give you advantage to cancel that out, that disadvantage that you normally have.
Thank you very much indeed. Rolling straight.
That is enough. A 15. Okay. So to paint you a picture, you guys sail out over. Well, not sail. You row out over there. It takes you the better part of like an hour, where the ship is kind of like weighed anchor, so that everybody during the shift change can get everything swapped over, and you're hoping they're not going to leave without you. They know that you went off, but with all the fish that you're bringing back, you figure they'll probably be pleased and think that it was worth the time, especially getting some fresh fish for dinner. Fuck yeah, dude. On this journey, while you are pulling up the biggest haul that's requiring all 5 of the guys that you brought on with you, there's as hard as you can pull, you see a shadow deep down in the water, in the depths of it. And just as you finish pulling your net with this huge haul with so much fish in it that fish are like literally falling out of the net, this long-necked creature, you can barely see just like the head and the first half of the neck, reaches up from the depths, opening this gaping maw and closes it around this multitude of fish, just like slamming its jaws shut right at the surface, right next to the boat that you're on. The jaws are big enough to like just crush the boat, no problem, but it's just right next to you. The disturbance like washes the side, getting seawater in the boat that the people start using buckets to very quickly try to throw out after steadying themselves. It takes that bite and then disappears back into the deep blue sea below.
Whoa. So that's all my fish gone then.
No, you got the
What
fish.
about your net?
Oh, that's all right. I got the fish. Okay, cool.
You got a fuck ton of
Alright.
fish.
Sweet, amazing. Very happy with that. Very happy indeed. I was going to ask if it was a friendly shadow. Apparently not.
Give me a nature roll.
Oh, why not? Nature. Come on.
You've never seen anything like that before in your life. That is a fucking sea monster as far as you're concerned.
Whoa. We just saw the Loch Ness Monster. Amazing. Right. I'm going to quickly draw from memory, just sketch out what it looked like, and then we can. I'll ask back at port to see if anybody knows what the hell that thing was.
Awesome. yeah, you guys make your way back to the boat with a huge haul of fish, so much that it's almost a detriment to the rowboat that you guys are sitting on. Like, so much fish that you probably had to throw some back. And after bringing on the whole haul, the men rejoice knowing that they're going to have a very nice meal for dinner tonight. And yeah, very good, Monty. Very good. Who is next?
I'll go next, don't I? Tristan is going to be on the ship. He's going to be looking out the horizon, and every now and again, he's going to glance down at the locket he has and the picture inside, and just look off wistfully into the distance, thinking like, "Are they safe? Where are they? Will they ever see them again?" And just thoughts like that, sort of just distracted and trying to, make sense of what happened to him when they found him and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Need a perception check, please. Off on the horizon, at the very edge where you can see the shore just like barely peering. High in the clouds, drifting in and out. These strange shapes. They look like birds, but fucking huge. So big that you can see them from where you are, dancing above this cliff.
Okay.
You can see a great number of them. Almost too many to count. Moving from further inland, and to your knowledge, looking like they're heading towards the port.
Interesting. Okay. Is there anyone that I could probably take like a spyglass to see if I could have a closer look? See if
Sure.
I'm just being
does
hopeful
anybody have a
that-
spyglass?
Could it be?
Spyglass are like 1,000 gold. Does anybody have one?
I don't think I have one.
Let me have a look. I might do.
Just by chance, if anyone.
I don't, I'm afraid.
Okay. So you can still make an investigation check. You just won't get advantage.
That's cool. Investigation.
Oh yeah, no, it's still good. Make a nature check for me.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't know what they are, but to the best of your knowledge, you are pretty sure that these are some of those creatures that you have heard about in the past, some of those beings that dwell on the island that when you were there, everybody was forbidden from even going anywhere over there. But as we already established, that ban was lifted like right as you were leaving 3 years ago.
Okay. I think I'll just say to one of the crew members, relay that to the captain. Like, just be aware of what these are and things like that, and anything we should be aware of. It's kind of. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, very good. And
The
Captain
wild
Speed,
hope that it was.
I always forget about that emote.
So Speed is going to leave his office, come in this little room that's in front of it, and he's gonna use like a bunch of rope to tie a bunch of planks of wood around this mast that's here in this room.
Okay.
And he's just gonna do a training montage, basically.
Okay.
Kind of loses himself in thought a little bit. You know, probably starts thinking about things that doesn't really want to, and then might break a few boards.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you using your actual sword here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you cut through those boards like butter.
And then after breaking a few boards, realizes probably shouldn't be doing this. But it feels better.
Yeah, leave some shit for the rest of us, man.
And then he'd spend the rest of the time doing his duties as captain.
Just poking holes in the floor of the ship, you know.
Yep.
Some good captaincy.
Making sure we look legitimate as we're coming into port. Making sure everyone's doing what they're doing. Making sure everyone knows the plan when they get in, which is just to restock, basically. Typical restocking.
Hide
Yeah.
all the pirate flags.
Right.
As you
Oh, yeah.
as you're going about your sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Seely. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. As you're going about your duties, you know, telling people to hide the colors, you know, that all that good stuff. Out on the horizon, coming from the port, a ship is visible and it begins signaling you for parlance. And then you start to see the black flag on their ship being raised. And we're going to cut to break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more booty.
Booty!
Folks, welcome back. Thank you so very much for waiting. I surely do appreciate it. If you did not know, you can get yourself 10% off your custom DMD Studios dice case by using code RPGINN over at ko-fi.com/theshadysale. They are beautiful. They absorb the light of the sun, and you can use those to resurrect the dead foes that you have slain. With that, create a perpetual death machine with which you might conquer the world. I don't know why we're allowed to sell these things. They're weapons of mass necromancy, but hey, until somebody comes around, Department of Energy shuts us down. You know, we're just going to keep selling these things. But thank you to RPG and to Natasha for the Shady Sale.
They are beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Super cool.
So, the colors have been hoisted. The signal for parley has been given. Captain, what are your orders?
Well, parlay.
You signal, or your signalman, you know, hoists back colors to determine that, you know, you will reciprocate and will meet with one another. It is at this point that the ships pull in close enough for a gangplank to be leveled from theirs over to yours. How do you move in to receive them?
Anything about this ship?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Oh my, yes, absolutely. So now that it's close enough, you actually recognize a lot of what is distinguishing about this ship, which is that it is a cavalcade of macabre scenery. There are bones from humanoids and beasts alike strung up all across this ship. There are skulls of what were once people, used as ornamentation all over this ship. There is a huge amount of barbed wire and like rough, heavy metals that have been wrapped around in different parts. And as the captain of this vessel steps up onto the gangplank ahead of their men, you recognize this captain. Captain Ticonderoga Redthroat.
Ooh. Okay.
Is that not good?
Nope.
I'm
Does
Define
not sound
good.
good to me.
You'll have a minute to speak. You know that Ticonderoga has been very well known to be a bit of a danger to those that he's come into contact with. The man's not known for taking prisoners, and when I say man, I mean Noel.
Wow. Okay. I might go to the captain and be like, "This could get tasty. This could be an opportunity to, I don't know. I'll say this to Captain quietly: run out the guns and just blast the fuck out of the ship while the guy's on the gangplank. hit him in the hole below the waterline and sink this before he gets on board our ship.
Well, the cannons are always loaded, so
This guy, he does. I think that could be catch surprise. We hit waterline. It's going to cause catastrophe, and we just keep unloading until they're no more.
You said we had like a minute basically before they arrive. Could I prepare the crew to know that we're gonna fire these cannons on a signal, just in case?
Absolutely.
The ones that are facing the other ship.
What's the signal?
As it comes up to us.
Pineapple.
Oh, the signal is my gunshot.
Okay. What's the signal, Captain? You'll
Oh.
know it. How will I know
You'll
it?
know it. You'll know.
You'll know.
Yeah, you'll just know. I have
The
no
rest
idea
of the
what he's
crew.
doing here. I have no idea what he wants. But, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
That's what I was just saying to the rest of the guys who were in earshot of me. I don't know what he's doing here. I have no idea what he wants, but this is not a good sign at all.
To know. Everyone be on guard and ready. And we're gonna receive him. See what he has to say.
I'll be stood by the side of the captain with my hand on my sawtooth great club.
Okay. As you guys can all attend to the deck level map.
Okay.
Before you stands a massive gnoll with dark brownish black fur. His teeth appears that all have been switched out for solid gold. He wields an utterly massive great sword in one hand and another utterly massive flail in his left. A large horn curves out from the side of his brow. He wears an eye patch and he has these burning eyes that affix onto the party one by one. He announces himself. I am Ticonderoga, Captain of the World Eater. Do I have the pleasure of coming aboard the vessel of?
I just give like a slight head bow and I say, Autry Reed, Captain of the Captain's Honor.
Captain Reed. Pleasure. If I'm not mistaken. He looks to one of the large gnolls next to him, and you can see that the closest ones to him are larger even than him. They all carry these huge fuck-off maces, about the length of, I'd say about the length of speed, from haft to the end of it. He looks to one of them and says a couple of things in a language that I don't think any of you guys speak. And then he says, Yes, I do believe that one was named Associate. Is that right?
I'm sorry, what?
We were named Pirate Associates.
I hail from the court of ransom and ruin. I am under the impression that the captain of this vessel is associated with that number due to recent circumstances.
You would be correct.
Is there somewhere we might talk privately, Captain?
Certainly. I look back at some of the crew to like and gesture towards the door that's back here. That heads into my quarters.
He gestures to two of the larger gnolls, and then at the other two. The three of them follow you, Captain Speed. What does everybody else do at this point in time?
I'm going to look at Monty and be like, "Do you want to go with?" And I'll stay here.
Yeah,
I'll make
Ruby
sure
will
Captain's
stay
not
as
on his
well.
own.
All right, I'll run up alongside Captain Speed. And be like, well, if you're taking two people, I'll count as two as well, so I'm coming as well, all right? I am first mate, after all. Winks.
Before opening this door, I would turn and gesture to Ruby and Tristan as well to follow.
Okay.
If you're sure.
Right, Captain.
Your camera's lagging there, Shiv. Video is like, I didn't hear anything that you just said.
I just said if you're sure, because I'm not sure. Do we leave all these guys on board our shit on the deck on their
I mean,
own?
the other crew, our crew,
Other
is out
crews.
there.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Fair play.
They're not represented here, but they're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that many minis on the board.
Yeah.
I see we're having this at the dinner table rather than your desk, Captain.
Much more seating over here.
This is where the room is.
True.
Can I get any drinks, gentlemen?
The two larger gnolls look at each other for a second, and then look to their captain, who sees what you have and gives a firm nod. That would be lovely.
That voice is fucking incredible, by the way, man.
Yeah.
I'll go around and play the role of sommelier, and I will pour them, in this instance, rum, and he'll nudge Captain Redthroat as well, and just be like, I think he'll find that this is to your liking. The Monty special. Here we are, and he'll pour him some of his own special rum.
He takes a look at this comically small cup in his massive hand. His sword and flail, he has left one of each with his men. Sign of good faith, as you will. Swills it around, takes licks solid gold teeth that have replaced what were once his own, puts it in his mouth, swills it around before swallowing it. My. And where did you find such a delightful vintage?
I made it myself, actually.
You have your own recipe for rum.
Well, basically, it's you take the cheapest rum you can find, and then I put a little bit of piss in it.
Reminds me of the good old days.
Yeah.
Bestial. Hunting. Drinking what swill we could manage. Just to numb the pain of the last battle long enough to win the next. What a glorious time.
Beautiful. You're reading that on the back of the bottle, yeah? I wrote that on there myself.
Might I have another?
Oh, absolutely. Here you go. It's nice to meet someone with the same refined palate as myself.
He sips on
Having
this one.
heard,
Go ahead.
having heard the ingredients, Ruby just quietly pushes her glass away.
Have we
Just
already
like-
drunk at this at any point?
Yeah, we had.
Yeah.
You had it for dude, you had it for breakfast.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, Jesus.
I appreciate your hospitality. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I hold no great office or title. I merely serve the court where they see fit. And mostly bring wealth beyond measure to my crew. Much at the cost of those unfortunate enough for us to encounter on our journeys. What is your function, associate?
Much the same as your own. Except maybe not as, I just like shrug. Off-putting.
He nods, and when he does, this huge chain around his neck jangles, like, very loudly to kind of accentuate the off-putting part.
What brings you aboard my vessel?
Fortune. Captain Reed, Fortune.
He takes out a gold coin, but it's not a gold coin that you're used to seeing necessarily. Could I get history checks from everybody? Ruby, you may roll with advantage.
How do I roll with advantage?
Toggle button at the bottom left.
My goodness, the dice tell a story. Yeah, so none of you recognize it but Ruby. And it would make sense because it is dwarven gold. It is this kind of square rectangular instead of the normal circular gold that you're used to seeing. And it has the imprintation of a dwarven god named Tyr. But this is a different aspect of Tyr that even you're used to seeing, Ruby. The aspect of Tyr that you're used to seeing is very elongated features, like a beard being literally half of whatever depiction of it is usually his beard. This one has more of a focus around a large hammer. You can still tell it's Tyr because it's fucking Tyr's hammer. Every dwarf knows Tyr's hammer when they see it. But he flicks this in between his fingers back and forth a number of times before putting it on the table and sliding it across to Speed.
Catch it on the table and pick it up and inspect it.
There are a number of ways one might bring about fortune, Captain Reed.
He smiles this hyena grin at you. And the gold itself is fine, ornate, worth probably 10 normal gold in its density.
And how does one come across such extravagant pieces?
His laugh is this deeply bestial, off-putting. Best word for it.
One makes their own luck. In the jungles, Port Aurum is a gateway to it. To go through the north would be to invite one's own destruction at the hands of monstrous serpents, but if you are brave enough, strong enough, you might cut through the jungles, find those that dwell and call it their home. They welcomed me, different as we are from those that look as you.
And he gestures to the table full of halfling, sea elf, human, and dwarf.
They welcomed us with open arms, which made it so very easy to take from them. Running through the jungle, our blades covered in their blood. Ah, to be hunted. It felt glorious and alive. We slaughtered many of them on our way out. And we took from them much.
I feel a butt coming.
But what, Captain?
But what have you left behind? What unfinished business do you have that I assume you're going to ask of us?
We took but a small amount of gold and treasure from their temples. Captain Reed, I saw glittering gold trinkets and baubles as far as the eye can see. And we lost many of our number in our escape.
I say to those we have lost, and I raise my glass.
Another toast. Let's do this.
And
He
then
looks at the
remembers
glass.
Do
It's
not
got the
drink.
we in it.
He looks at the glass and just like downs it without toasting.
Those that die are weak. They deserve what is coming to them. Fuck those that die,
And he bats his chest twice.
I live. And I take. And you might have what it takes to walk this path alongside one such as I, Captain Reed. Venture with me into the heart of this green inferno. Burn and raise, slaughter and take, and live your days until the end as a king.
Rolling Thundiga, thank you so much for the raid with a party of 9. So much love. Sky Pirate raid to the seas. Much love, much appreciated. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in.
I love the juxtaposition of the gravelly voice with the "oh, welcome in."
Monty's going to nudge the captain and just be like, can we do it? Can we do it, Captain? Please. It sounds great.
Just kind of, after getting that feedback, look over to Ruby.
Is he talking about raising the forest?
Is it above the table?
Like, yeah, like what was he like? He said he wants to burn and raise everything. Like, is he actually talking about destroying the forest, or just like going for the whatever's in this place?
Make an insight
'Cause-
check.
Insight check.
it's really hard to tell without knowing exactly what he's mentioning. He says there's people in there that have a lot of gold, more gold than he's ever seen, and he wants to go take it, and he's offering you guys a chance to become rich beyond your wildest dreams.
So Ruby takes the coin off the table and she just kind of fingers it, and she's like, "This is dwarf gold. Are we? What? Who are we talking about here? Because dwarfs ain't in this area. How have they got hold of dwarf gold?" And she just kind of flicks it up and captures it.
Those that dwell within the jungles, they are more akin to my kind than yours, though our origination could not be any different if the legends are told to be true. They are not dwarves, such as you. Reptilian in nature. They dwell amongst great beasts of scale and fang. No dragons, no. Beasts from a long, long time hence past. They live amongst them. Their culture, if one can call such a thing a culture, it circles around this relationship with nature.
And he like spits on the ground.
They weaken themselves, declining technological advances, and living like those without civilization. They are weak, and we can take from them. But they are not dwarves.
It's up to you, Captain. I mean, honestly, I'm just hearing treasure, booty, gold. I heard some other stuff as well, but my brain is going treasure, 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 treasure. So I'll leave it up to you, Captain, of course.
Ruby is not liking this guy, obviously. He just spit at the nature a bit, and all her spidey senses are tingling, but she's gonna stay incredibly quiet to get this guy off the ship.
I continue looking on to my fellow companions here, and I look to Tristan and say, Tristan, what could you tell me of these people?
Well, as far as I was aware, going that far on the island was forbidden. It was outlawed. You're not allowed to go there.
He levels his one exposed eye at you, Tristan.
And I look at him straight back.
When were
Dead
you
eye.
last in Port Aurum?
Some 3 years ago.
The situation has changed. Sponsored expeditions into the heart of the forest are the order of the day. They are guarded against the denizens of the Inferno. The walls are lined with guns and ballista. There are regular attacks from those that live in there. Raiding is sanctioned by the governor. I met with him myself, in fact. We were the first successful voyage. We currently
And he like looks around the table.
are en route to offer tribute to the court. May
I'm sorry, Mr.
Redthroat.
Redthroat.
Captain Redthroat.
Captain Redthroat, I do apologise. If I may say just one word to you, Your Excellency, what would the other pirate lords make of your plan? Is this sanctioned by them as well?
I never thought to ask, little one.
Kind of laughs again.
You get so busy being a pirate, it's just you never think about who it is you're taking from.
Captain, am I right in understanding that for us to go and plunder as you want us to, we need to first get permission from this governor, or have you already achieved it for us?
You may seek privation in this matter. You will find more resources available to you if you do so. We expended every last one.
And he gives you this grin again that you think he means that every soldier that he brought with him did not make it out.
Into the meat grinder.
Okay. So Ruby's like got her little notepad and she's scribbling into it little things that she's thinking about as she's being quiet. And she's like, well, Captain Speed, you know, like a smaller party into a jungle would actually be a bit more sensible. So like if his Captain Redness would like us to go in there, our party could quietly get in, scout the area, and if it's the treasure that he's after, we can always bring it out for him. If that's what he's after, we would need some money down though, on expenses, travel rations, maybe a pony, just those kinds of things. I mean, if that's what he's wanting us to do, I can work up an invoice for you.
Are you trying to persuade him into helping fund this expedition? This expedition.
I mean, in literal. No, she's kind of playing along with what he wants, and she's giving him what he wants. But at the same time, she is like saying that it's going to be a bit of a hassle. But yeah, if we want to try and persuade him, I'll do that.
If that is what you're trying to do, then you may roll.
Well, no, I was talking to the captain because it's the captain's decision of what we're doing.
Thought you were side talking.
No. I'm just saying. I'm saying to my captain, look, this is if we're gonna do what this guy wants us to do, this is what we're gonna need, because ultimately it would be a team decision whether or not we go. But we're gonna need travel supplies, some like extra reinforcements, some potions, because we're down on potions, so we will need to stock up on that. And you know, I mean, if his redness wants to, Captain Red Hat wants to fund the expedition.
He does not wear a hat, actually.
You're just calling him all these random names.
I've forgotten his name. Leave me alone. I've got a headache.
I could see him like
hover over
growling every time that you say his name wrong.
You can literally hover over him.
Yeah.
I'm actually not on the Fantasy Ground screen. I'm on the webcam screen, so I can see everyone's reactions.
That's fine.
I think Tristan's going to look visibly disappointed and shocked at the news that the thing that he knew about is being kind of just cast aside for gold. And it's just like, I don't know what to make of it. I think maybe, Captain, this is something we need to discuss outside of Captain.
I don't feel like he's going to go unless we agree to do what he wants.
Yeah.
Can I whisper to Cap Speed and just say,
let's just shake hands now and deal with it later. Let's just get him off the boat, and we can always talk to him a bit later on.
So I sit back up and I look over to Captain Redthroat, which is his name.
Captain Red Scarf.
And I say, so you're on your way somewhere right now, and then you're returning. Why don't we set up a meeting for then when you come back?
He looks a bit disappointed by this news, but he steels himself very quickly, kind of nods, kind of curt.
I will return in 4 weeks' time. You might find me at the Gilded Gorgon Inn and Tavern, for that is where we will rest when we return. Any details I would hope you and your party might work out in the meantime. I will bring my best men. And then
He smiles again.
we will journey into the heart of the jungle. And we will take them for all they are worth.
And he stands up very quickly. He looks to his two men, still holding onto his weapons. They hand them out. He grabs one after another, and they open the door for him.
Thank you, Captain Red Nibbles.
He stops for a moment.
Do not disappoint me, Captain Reed. I think that I see a great deal of myself in you. The hunger. The ever-gnawing hunger for more.
And without another word, he steps past the threshold, and his crew leaves the captain's honor.
Wow.
We're,
Intense.
we're not seriously talking about going into the jungle and committing genocide, are we?
No.
Like, guys, like this is
Definitely not,
bad even
Ruby.
for us.
Definitely not.
That's not what I'm on about. That's not why I was excited, Ruby, as you well know. All I heard was booty, 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 and there's nothing stopping us from going along with the plan up until that point. In which case, we'll take that and we'll take theirs as well and be on our way.
Monty. Actually, no, Monty's got a very good point. This could be a good opportunity. We lure him into the jungle. We go along with their plan, and then the time comes, we murder the fucking lot of them. And we get out of there.
Exactly. Let's think about this. Let's out-pirate the pirates. They
Yeah.
want to do all those things to all those people in the jungle. Well, let's
We can
just
stop
take
them.
the price for ourselves and then sort them out while we're there.
Yeah.
Nobody.
not
He's
one-
not back for 4 weeks. That gives us 4 weeks to rob the jungle and make it absolutely pointless for them to go in there in the first place.
We could
Yeah, but
certainly
I
try.
I think this guy is such a monster. He's going to go in there and kill regardless. So I think he has to be stopped. That's my opinion. He can't. This can't continue.
Yeah, but he's a pirate of ransom and ruin. We can't really go off in all their guys without permission, can we?
Well, we
Well,
don't know. We can just
Correct.
say
You
it's
are
the-
not high enough rank to dispense
Yeah.
justice like that. If you suspect foul play, then all you can really do is route it up the chain.
jungle
We-
expedition gone wrong.
I mean, who's to know what happened to them exactly? You know,
Exactly.
Details.
That's also a good
details.
point.
We go into the jungle with them. We get separated. We come out.
No. we go
Things
into the
happen.
jungle with them. They lead us to the treasure and we lead them
Yep.
off a cliff.
Off a cliff. Yes. Tristan's like hammering on the table at the same time. Him and Monty said it like yes.
That way we avoid all that horrible stuff that doesn't lead to booty, but we get rid of them
Yeah.
We could be
He's
heroes
coming back with an army,
and have
Monty.
booty.
He said
what,
he's
Ruby?
coming
Yeah,
back with
and
an
that's-
army.
Well, in 4 weeks they're just coming back in general, and then probably from there doing some stuff.
Yeah.
We could go above his head
Army.
and go to the pirate lords.
Well, he
Which
seemed
Tristan
like he
doesn't
kind
know
of
about.
circumvented them, so. Oh yeah.
True.
Tristan doesn't actually know we're associates because he wasn't there.
I mean, he knows now because the fucking pirate Captain
That's true.
Ticonderoga just made it abundantly clear.
That's true.
Yeah. I'll just be like, well, I'm going along with it, whatever. I mean,
In
from
for a
what I
penny.
understand, he kind of circumvented them, and I'm pretty sure they'd want to cut that treasure. So that's one option. We could maybe make some.
He did say he was going
noise.
to give them their tribute right now.
Oh, okay, right. But yeah, would they be interested if we went up the chain? Would they be? Would they care? They're going to get their cut regardless.
It's gonna depend, right?
I mean, 2 pirate crews is better than 1 pirate crew. They don't want all their pirate crews fighting all the time, right? So that makes
Exactly.
sense.
Yeah.
We got to let them take what they currently have in, and we have to get them on the way out. But I do agree that we cannot let them run free. It's
No.
it's like
You saw.
a dog off its leash.
I mean,
It
you
just
you
doesn't know
heard
what to
him.
do, and it's just a weapon pointed in any direction.
Exactly. And you
All
heard
I'm
what he
saying is
said.
an expedition
He
through the
he
jungle.
relishes the fact.
An expedition through the jungle sounds quite fun to me.
He's a very bad
Um,
boy.
It sounds
He
fun.
No respect for nature, and he's going into the heart of
Okay.
it. It's no wonder his crew was killed.
I say we
Well,
take them
you saw
into
his
the
face.
forest
He
with
kind of
us.
relished the fact that he put all his men in the meat grinder. So
I think we're dealing with a little bit of a delay there.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Tristan?
yeah. I just said like he relished the fact that all his men died to get his treasure. So he has no qualms about sacrificing whatever it takes. So that's another reason to stop this guy, I believe.
That's fair. And what were you
Sorry,
saying, Speed?
Captain.
I agree that he has to be put down, which is why I think we should go along with him into the forest with a smaller crew. Take only the strong with us. We'll definitely go for that. And then we, as soon as we can, turn on them and do it our way.
Exactly. Oh, Captain, you're speaking my language. This is why we should have shaked hands there and then. We should have shook his hand and dealt with the issue later on. Maybe we should go find him now. Shake his hand, get in the jungle, get the booty, and send him on his way.
No, we need to let him go pay his tribute because no one's going to miss him after he's paid his gold out.
And everyone knows he's going into the jungle. So if he doesn't come out, that's
The thing I'm interested in, these people in the jungle, like, I mean, they say they're savages and horrible, but like, we don't know. Nobody knows.
exactly why I couldn't shake his hand just now.
Could it be worth sending someone into the forest to, well, would it be worth in the 4 weeks that we're here going in and having a look-see?
I think we
And
should
see if we
see for
can-
ourselves. Yes.
Yeah.
Because they could be handy.
We could even maybe plan for them to help us against Captain Redthroat.
Yeah. Get them inside.
We got 4 weeks to play with. We could even lay some traps in the
Pitfalls.
jungle
Pitfall traps.
and go, I think we should go this way, and then bam, a big fucking rock falls on them, or a pitfall, like Ruby says, or a huge log or something. Oh, my mind is racing. It's going wild. This is going to be so fun.
Monty, calm down. Let's leave the ideas to Ruby.
Sorry, Captain. I got away with myself. I told you I was excited.
Ruby has literally scribbled down everything that he said in her notebook, though. Like, she's got it there, so it's noted for later.
Yeah.
So, the one question I have, and obviously you've dealt with these pirate lords, I assume, have you?
Yes, kind of.
Sort
So
of.
if this guy pays his tithe, he comes back. We suspicious circumstances he doesn't make out of there. Are they going to be? Is there going to be any repercussions since we were with them? Are we going to be okay? There's not going to be any comebacks from that. Just so we
Accidents
cover all
happen.
bases. Yeah, precisely.
Oh.
And it sounds like he's not going to be missed if something were to happen.
He was a dick. A complete dick.
We'd probably have to bring back enough gold to make them not miss him. We might have to give up a bigger share than we're willing to admit.
I think they'll just be happy that Monty's alive.
I know I am, Monty. I know I am.
Oh, I love you,
Yeah,
Steve. You're fucking
yeah.
amazing.
That's all
You've,
I'm concerned about is the pirate lords and repercussions. That's all.
We've talked a lot today about those who have died, but don't forget those who live tell the story.
And get the booty.
We control the information.
And
So
history's written by the winners.
that's right. It's basically what I said.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Stands up to the captain.
Another toast.
To the Monty, can you
To the
stop
captain.
pissing in the rum? We've got a cup
I
of
just throw
infinite
the-
rum, and you're using this swill. I mean, really, the stuff in the chalice is like premium.
It's pisky.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
prime and pisky.
I mean, really,
Tristan just
Monty.
throws the rum over his shoulder after he toasts. Yeah.
Not this way.
You don't like it, Ruby? Is there something wrong with my special blend?
Yes, urine.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't please everyone, I suppose. And no one seemed to like it, so.
Right, Captain. I guess it's down to you to send us where we're going first, because we've got 4 weeks. There's a time limit on this now.
Can we go get the booty, please? It sounds so good.
Well, first we carry on with our plan to go to port, and from there we'll check out the forest.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell my fish.
That dwarven coin, is there anything like more worth looking into it? I'm just thinking because it's not what Ruby knew it to be. So it's suggesting maybe like a different kind of like sect of the religion, or
If this was Pathfinder, I would know what to ask you to roll, but 5e doesn't have the best of a rule system.
I'm just thinking, is it worth taking it to someone, or is it just worth a roll?
I mean, if you fail the roll, then yeah, it might be worth taking it to someone. But roll history. Oof. Yeah, you might need to take it to somebody.
God damn it.
That's a rough one there. Again, you're absolutely positive that the gold is it's like a coin, the same as the gold coins you're used to seeing, but the depiction of Tyr that is always carved into the gold coins that dwarves use is just a very different aspect of Tyr. As I said, the one that you're used to seeing, his beard always takes up half of the image that he's being depicted as, and this one, it's more accentuating his hammer. The beard is just kind of there along with his like the upper half of his head that's not being hidden by the beard, and then the whole like bottom half of the coin. It's kind of this like kind of rectangular. What would that be, like 8-sided oblong octagonal coin. The bottom half of which the depiction of is just his hammer.
Okay. Captain, this gold piece, it's not right. There's something about it just unsettles me. If you don't mind, I'd like to see if I can find someone at the port who might have a bit more information. His description of the people, it's not right. There's something wrong.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anything else before we cut to our next break?
A toast
To toasts.
To toast.
to jungle adventures.
I like how we did so much toasting, and then it turned out being like the toast was the turning point in the meeting when we all understood what a piece of shit that guy was. All right. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more booty.
Booty!
For waiting. I surely do appreciate it. We are getting back into it. So, I'm assuming that you have broken your meeting and gone about to continue doing your duties into the night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Exciting times.
Okay. So, is anybody keeping watch on shift that evening, or as the officers, are you guys just living the high life and letting the other people?
Definitely fobbing that off.
I would if I were you.
Oh, no, I'll quite happily go and watch. I'll go and watch. I don't mind.
But piss rum, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's put me off. Okay, well, that's fine. You carry on
How
drinking
dare you.
whiskey.
Piss
You
rum
have
too
yeah.
good for you, is it?
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's too rich for my blood. It's goes straight through me. I'll you can have my piss rum, and I'll go
It
and
went
watch.
straight through me as well.
Oh, you filthy, dirty bastard! I mean, we've got to make a pretense that we actually do something on the ship. Others, the crew may well mutiny if we just have lived the high life drinking.
No, I mean, it makes
whiskey all the
sense.
time. Yeah, so I'll go and watch just to be like one of the guys.
Totally cool. All right. So please give me perception roll.
Sure can.
So it's pretty dark. As we know, the the whole thing about the ocean away from a port or a coast is that it's dark as shit at nighttime. The only light around you is on the ship or the moon if there's not a lot of clouds in the sky. There's not. So there's a fair bit of moonlight. There's a fair bit of, starlight as well to go along with it. And as you're kind of, out about on the deck watching the black choppy surface of the sea eating the light that dances on it, you can see towards the coastline a disturbance in the water in multiple places. It's not coming for you. It's off towards the coast, but it's headed in the direction that the captain's honor is pointed.
Ooh, okay. Now, this is going to sound really, because I have dark vision. Does that mean? Does that mean I can see anything better than what's already been described, or is it still shades of grey and it's just difficult to make out?
How far is your dark vision?
60 foot.
I
I don't want to be that plague, as I have dark vision.
Yeah, this is
okay.
this is
too late now.
significantly farther than 60 feet off.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, the disturbance in the water, you can see the ripples, quite large ripples actually, bouncing off of the ship itself, the wake of the captain's honor.
Okay. I think I'm just going to kind of see if I could just follow what I can and make sure it's not going to tempt back. Maybe just alert one or two of the crew and point its general direction so they're kind of aware as
Okay.
well.
Give me an
So
investigation.
it's more than just me seeing it, there's a couple of others.
Yeah, give me investigation with advantage because you're getting some people to help you.
Okay.
Okay. Very quickly, you lose sight of these disturbances, but then you hear something over the wind and the waves. Something that calls back to a time before time, when impossible creatures roamed the earth, magnificent in size. You can see the angular form of something on outstretched wings, without any feathers, that blocks out the sun. Excuse me, the moon. I forgot I said it was nighttime.
We sailed that long. It's daytime. Okay.
It's two heads in that direction.
Okay. Again, I think I'll point out to. I'll be like saying to people, "Do you see that? Do you see that as well?" I'm not like. I've not had too much piss from. I can actually see this as well.
Yeah, and they also
Yeah.
heard it. I think everybody heard that.
Okay. I think I'll get like a guy and be like, "You're my runner. Go tell the captain what we've just seen. If he's asleep, wake him up. If he's busy, go get him. Just to tell him what we've just seen, what we've just heard, just to be sure."
Yeah. In 20 seconds, there's a Captain, we saw flying lizards, Captain.
Lads, there's a lizard.
I think I would scramble. I don't know what I would be up to, but scramble to address the situation. Go out on deck, check it out. I'm human. I don't have dark vision.
Yeah. Ruby and Monty, you guys definitely hear that as well. Yeah. I mean, the door to the captain's room is in the same hallway that yours is in.
Would Ruby recognize the roar?
You can give me a nature check.
That's what I was thinking. She might have been up before the door even like got hit because she was like, I recognize that.
Yeah. You are pretty positive that you just heard the roar of a type of either a wyvern or something of comparable size that sounds close enough to a wyvern. It's not a beast that you're familiar with, but it reminds you of that wyvern that was slain on the way to save Vincent.
So as the guys are running to get the captain, Ruby's running past and she's like, "Gotta get the captain at hats!" Just keeps going past them and she's like, right, and runs to go see Tristan and give him a hand.
Let's monster hunter this shit. Let's do this.
You make your way out onto the deck. There's nothing. All the men that are standing there are looking over the edge, gazing out into the black, seeing nothing. They have their hooded lanterns, their bullseye lanterns that they're like pointing up in the clouds. And nothing.
The fuck was that?
Seagulls.
Have we got any guys with like muskets or any of that type of weaponry on board?
Absolutely.
I think I'll say to the captain, if we gather like a small sort of team, we can maybe, if it gets too close, take a few pot shots at it if you want.
A small team, and then I just call out for all hands.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know if you wanted to, yeah, let's just kill the fucking thing. It's fine.
Ruby turns to One-Eyed Larry and she's like, "Can you translate for us? Like, did you understand that, Larry?"
He looks at you, and there's a panic in his eye. His eyes.
Oh no.
His eyes. Captain, I would recommend all hands. All hands.
Start ringing the ship's bell. Ding.
All hands, feet and cock to the deck.
Where does Monty come out of? Just like a hole somewhere.
Yeah, he just sleeps in a hole. No, he sleeps
Stumbles
in
out
the
of a
hay
hole.
that's in the corner of the captain's
Oh,
cabin.
right.
Just curled up in a corner like
pop
a
up like a whack-a-mole, straight out onto the deck, ready to go.
pops out of a cannon. It's like the
Yeah.
head poking out.
Hi, I've been here all along.
30 minutes pass. You can hear the call of this beast circling around overhead out of sight. An hour. And then 2 hours and sleep deprivation starts making your eyes heavy.
I break up the crew into thirds and do a sleep shift.
That's fair.
It's good captaincy. It's good captaincy. I like it.
The rest of the evening passes without incident, and as morning sets in over the horizon, there is nothing to be seen. The sound of the calls ceased about 2 hours before sunrise. What do y'all do?
Get some fucking sleep.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to be exhausted going into a jungle.
Were we all taking with one of in the thirds of the watch? Were we all involved in one of those watches? Were we all?
Up to you guys.
I would assume so.
Yeah, that's cool. So we've all had some form of sleep in between. So that's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ruby will like roll out of her bed and groan audibly through the walls because she's tired and stiff, and then because she's got that dwarven belt that makes her grow a beard anyway, she has to like get rid of her beard again, and go see how the crew are doing and see how close to port we are.
Off in the distance, you can see the port, actually. It's maybe 10 miles to get there. Not too terribly long. Better part of an hour sailing slowly to be careful around the coast.
10 miles is still like a distance on a ship, so Ruby's not going to wake up the rest of the crew. She's going to let them get those extra Z's in, because that's going to take us like an hour or two to get there. But she will knock on their doors as we're getting close. She'll be like, Captain, we're almost at port.
Like, as you knock on the door, it just immediately opens. Thank you. And I just come strolling out, missing a hat, but otherwise looking like a pirate captain.
Dressing gown and an erection.
Oh, that's you, Monty. That's you.
Wow. So that's what goes out the door first.
Walking into the room first.
Yeah. Wow.
I apologise.
Just completely derailed everything. Yeah, Ruby's going to follow the captain out onto the deck.
Yep. I'm going to start shouting out orders, doing captain stuff.
Sure. Can I get perception checks from everybody that's on the deck?
On its way.
Captain, you can see through calling orders a shape off in the distance that seems to be squirreling its way very rapidly around the edge of the coast and towards the port. It's sleek, it's quite large, and it is fast as a whip.
In the water.
Yep.
Yeah, I give orders to just make sure that we're prepared for trouble.
Oh, I was trying so hard not to say make it double.
Team Monty's Team Rocket.
But we press on.
Wouldn't Monty be meow?
Possibly.
And why would you say that?
It doesn't look like anything we've seen before in the water now.
No. Can I get, when he points it out, can I get nature checks from everybody?
Certainly.
Absolute mom.
So Ruby, Speed, you've heard of rumors of these things, and when you look at it, it's like, no, there's no way, there's no way, that's not even real. Like, that can't, no. And Ruby, you know better. In fact, in your meditations yesterday, you very distinctly remember a moment when you were trying to focus and imbue the state of water within yourself. Some presence through that small little silver bowl that you use for your ritual, gazing up through it directly at you. These gloriously iridescent purple eyes. And now that you've seen its beautifully finned body, for just the briefest of moments, you know it to be true. This is indeed exactly what it is that you folks are looking at.
Ooh.
It darts towards the port. You can see a great number of ships coming and going already at this point in the morning. It bypasses some smaller merchant vessels. The finned wing-like structures that come out of its back just barely skimming the surface, and when they do, the whole ship just spins in a circle, completely like a toy in a bathtub. And like an arrow shot from the bow of a great sea god, from the briny blue depths, it crushes into the largest galleon in the harbor. In only a few moments, splinters shatter from this ship that was once great. And all the people that were aboard it do their best to survive this coming attack. And that's when you can see coming from over the horizon, and in the water next to you as well, a great number of creatures. And everybody please roll initiative.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Have we been put on the map, or is it just taking ages to load?
I'll put you on there.
you all right, puppy? We're
You may
just gonna
put
be a little
yourself
bit longer.
where you would have been if this is not where you would have been.
You wait 5 more minutes, yeah? 5 more minutes. Fine. I'm just thinking because we came out of the quarters, which are in this central bit, right?
True. It would be.
So we would have
down
been
there,
like
yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, right in the middle.
Uh,
Because we would have been looking over the side maybe to see the sea dragon.
yeah.
Wait,
I'll be
is that
by
the sea?
Ruby.
Okay. I am going to try and get 30 foot as close as I possibly can to lizard folk number 8, I think.
It's his actual name.
Lizard folk 8, yeah, it's got his name tag. Hello, I'm Lizard folk 8.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Like
to
the
meet
classic red and white, you know, like.
Yeah, red and white. I
Go on.
think it says hello written in,
Hello, my name is Lizard Number 8.
so I can get. Actually, yeah, I can get right there, right up in front of him, right in his grill. So that's what I'll do. Or can I move it? It's not moving. Oh yeah, cool. And taking out my sword, I'm going to take a crack at him and see what happens.
that is a hit.
Ooh, nice.
Good damage.
Nice. That's movement. That's action. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I can do.
All right. So, what does it look like when you unload your attack on this guy?
Basically, as I turn around, I see what's happening. I run over with my sword out, and I'm just like slashing away at this thing before it even gets, its bearings or what it's going to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's you take this creature almost completely down in one fell strike. Like you swipe at it and it like raises its axe to like try to deflect, and you just like at the last minute turn and twist and like slash deep into its guts. And then it does something that might surprise Tristan. It like drops its weapons and armor, takes the disengage action, runs over to the side here, because it is now all of the lizard folk's turn, by the way. And it's saying something in a language that you don't understand, but it like jumps off the edge of the ship.
What?
What?
I look back at the others like, what? Like confused, just totally like, this doesn't usually happen.
I swear this has never happened before.
And I'll just like, I'll just shout him, coward, come back here. And then that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Lizard folk number 1 is going to come charging over at Ruby.
Ouch.
He gets a hit. And a second attack. Good grief. I'm just rolling hot right now. Yeah. So with this big, heavy club, he comes like swinging at you twice. How do you get out of the worst of this?
Yeah, she kind of manages to swerve a little bit, and he just kind of like chips off her shoulder. And then she didn't expect the next one, so she doesn't quite manage to get past that either. But it's not a full heavy hit. It's only like 4 damage. Is that one?
Yep. Wasn't too terrible. All right. So the next lizard folk comes rushing straight at Monty. He stabs out with his javelin, but Monty is too quick, jumps out of the way. And then, when he's not expecting it, very cunning, this creature with his spiked shield just like slams into Monty's side, causing some shallow bleeding. Number 3 is going to rush at Ruby, because that's all he can reach from here.
Miss. Oofed.
Oofed, indeed. Oh, but he does not roll very
Yeah.
good.
Cool. I'll take that.
And then Lizard Folk number 4 runs as far as he can, and he's going to throw a javelin at Monty. Oh my goodness, I rolled a 16 and a 19. That's nice.
Fuck.
So that's 1 attack, and yeah, second one misses. So he throws like 2 javelins, like one after another. The first one, Monty just like kind of bats out of the air with his spiked sawtooth great club. The second of which like skims across your shoulder, the same place where the first one just hit you with the shield, which is like really tender right now. Lizard Folk number 5. He's gonna rush over here at speed, and he's gonna hurl a javelin at him. And he nat 20s.
Wow. Captain.
Mediocre damage. Yeah. So what does that look like when he gets you like that speed?
I like do almost like a Matrix kind of move to get out of the way, but the javelin just still hits me like on the shoulder.
Oof.
And almost sticks in for a second, but then falls out.
Ouch.
Just like right in between 2 plates of the armor.
You can hear the creature howling with what's the word? I suppose like he's happy about it. Victory shriek. This guy's gonna get as close as he can, throwing javelins along the way.
Oh my.
Both of those miss. You notice as you deflect the second one off your blade, these javelins are actually made of the ribs of some large creature, or rib bones, I should say.
Wow, inventive.
Number 7 is gonna step in on you.
Bring it.
He swings with his club once. He swings with his club twice, but he misses.
Misses.
Both
okay,
times.
I'm going to use my reaction to riposte and come back at him.
All right.
What did I close? Where's my thing? So, hang on. Let me just make sure I've got that right. Yep, cool. So. And I'm going to add a superiority die to that. Oh, that did hit him anyway. Oh, that's fine. 1. Yep, that's it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna step up to this guy here. Use my bonus action to do a little feint, so I get an advantage, and then I'm just gonna smack him in the face.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Got him.
Nice. Good dammies.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, you were only 2 off killing it.
I have to add my superiority die to that damage, actually,
Because you fainted.
Yes.
Just enough to kill it.
because I fainted.
Yeah, so how do you fucking kill this guy?
That's awesome, dude.
Look at the blood splatter.
So, like, I step up to him and he just, like, instinctively goes to jab out with probably another javelin, and I just, like, duck under it and come up with the sword. Just turn it upwards so it slices from, like, the bottom middle section all the way up to the top of the chest. Just one big slice across.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Sick.
And that one's deaded.
He's super dead. Thank you, Paul, for the heal. I'm going to hold on to that for a minute. And that was
I'm
one
gonna
attack.
move on. Yep. Second attack.
Good damage.
And I already used my bonus action, so I'm done.
Very good. You slay one of them in one fell swoop, and then you come like, I think you like sit your butt on the rail and just come like sliding down, like taking a swoop at this other one. You like barely dodged out of the way of the worst of it. And Monty, that is your turn, buddy.
Monty, straight up gonna rage because, let's be honest, things aren't going great. Also, I'm getting an absolutely shitload of error messages flashing up on my thing. I hope this is all right.
That's weird.
I am just gonna drag this over onto Monty and hope for the best. Please do tell me if this is activated or not. That is fantastic news. I am going to just straight up whack this guy as hard as I absolutely can, as is a barbarian's right.
As is tradition.
Here we go.
Oh no.
It misses.
Good thing
It
you got two
misses,
attacks.
and that's true. I do have 2 attacks.
Pog.
This is much better.
Why does it say you have
This is-
disadvantage right now? You should be having advantage.
Does he not have a curse on him though?
That shouldn't be
Yeah.
affecting him in. Oh, because you still had restraint on you. I'm sorry. That was a crit. Hold shift.
Hold shift when I'm doing my damage, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
We all saw that nat 20 on there.
Yeah.
I will not deny my homie.
Wow. Look at that.
Damn, y'all keep dealing exactly 20 damage.
Just enough.
Sweet. I might as well.
Reroll that first one because it rolled with disadvantage when I thought it was rolling with advantage. So I wasn't paying attention to what the other roll was.
The attack roll or the damage roll?
Yeah,
Sorry,
attack
the
roll for the first one.
Roll in another. Okay. No.
Okay, well,
Never mind.
we were honest about it, and the game said
so I
no.
wanted to be a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did not reward honesty. I'm gonna do a
Bonus action for
frenzy on it and
rage,
try
right?
and finish it off.
You used a bonus
Yeah.
action to rage, right?
I did. Sorry. You're
all
right
good.
to say that. I was just angry. End of
I
my turn.
understand.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Red
you
mist, blinded
clobber into the one that hit you with his shield, and he uses that shield to keep himself barely alive. The sawtooth blades like cut straight through it, and we can see a great well of blood spill out from his shoulders where he's like holding against the weapon, but he is
Yeah.
barely holding on to life.
Beautiful. Thank you. Edit it. Huh.
From underwater, 2 massive Loch Ness monsters, as Sealy so lovingly put it, erupt from beneath, and they are going to be engaging in some combat next round. Ruby, it's your turn.
Fuck you, Lapras.
Okay, alright. That kind of changes things a little bit. Yeah, how good's your constitution saving throw, Monty? You're too close to me.
It's
I-
all good. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Just get rid of these lizards.
Right, I think what I'm gonna do is cast lightning bolts. I've actually got my wand that I can use that for. It's a 100 feet long, 5 feet wide blast. Where's my
So you can hit all of these guys.
will it hit all of, would it
Yep.
not be?
It's touching all of their squares.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my rod to do that for 1.
Okay, so go ahead and drop that saving throw into chat.
Ooh, why is there so many of those? Saving throw into chat.
And now the damage, please. Oh my god. You fry them. What does that look like, Ruby?
Ruby's just kind of like, ah, not today, and lifts this rod out of her like sleeve and catches it, and as she does, it just static just runs up the end of it and just snaps down the front of the ship. And then, how much health do we need? Do we need heals? 13 damage, 9. Where's my damage? No, I'm gonna hold off on the heals for now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the 3 lizard folk directly in front of you explode in an arc of blood lightning. Their bodies just completely incinerated, and the shock of those two just instantly vaporizing or turning to death protects the 2 larger lizard folk behind them. They are still alive, but very good turn.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Now the first of these lizard folks is going to charge forward at you.
I may have miscalculated a little bit here. Ooh, miss.
Oh, he has reckless, doesn't he? Yeah, he's gonna choose to be reckless attacks. So I'm gonna roll that again, and then I'll do advantage on the second attack. Okay,
Miss.
and hit. Oof, bad damage. You're just protected today. Spending time with Greg paid
Yes.
off, apparently.
Yeah.
He comes charging at you, and as you are still like holding on to that wand, there's an arc of lightning that's still like diffusing around the edge, and you just use that, like you reach up and just like redirect both of his blows with his great club, like sparking away from you and slamming onto the deck of the ship. Lizard folk number 2. What's his speed? He charges forward as fast as he can, and he's going to press the attack on Ruby, I think, because he just got blasted by her. It's a javelin. Bop.
Okay, that hurt.
And bop.
Oof. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
They
ouch.
see you as a massive threat now because you just sparked off with a lightning bolt that killed 3 of their little homies at once. So they prioritize you. They charge at you, and they are trying to overwhelm you. The second one's javelin's doing some numbers.
I didn't
Berserker.
even boost that. I should have boosted it, but I didn't want it to recoil on me and kill me.
That's fair. Berserker number 3 is going to be making these attacks recklessly at speed. Captain Speed. Ooh, he misses that first one. He does hit on that second one, however. You bounce that off of your Vambrance and your blade for the most part, minimizing the impact damage. And then this last one, number 4, is going to charge straight at Tristan, also giving himself advantage with reckless attack,
Boom.
which is a fantastic podcast. You should listen to it.
Oh, it gets me.
That's one hit, and his second attack. That is another hit. So he's going to charge forward and just like sweeping attacks. You deflect them for the most part with your sword. You're not starting to actually really get too injured yet, Tristan, but you're definitely with your
Surrounded.
back against the wall right now. It's your turn, buddy. Yeah, surrounded's a
Yeah.
good term for it.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going for this guy. One dead in front. Oh, it's a hit.
Yep. Oh, not the snake eyes.
Oh,
Oh man.
yeah. Snake eyes. Crapped out.
Sorry, buddy.
And I will use my bonus action to cunning action disengage and try and get away a little bit to about there, I think.
All right. You do like a little like back roll over the
Yeah.
the-
Cool. Forward roll out the way.
fantastic. Is that your turn, buddy?
That is me. Yep, I'm getting out of there. Don't want to be surrounded anymore.
All right, Lizard Folk 2 still in mortal combat with Monty Beefcastle. He's going to try to use that shield.
Okay.
Miss with the first one. Miss with the second one. So he's just like, you're just like keeping the force on him with the club, and he's just trying desperately to push back, but he's so wounded that he's weakened now, and he's just struggling in vain. Lizard Folk number 5 right here next to Speed is going to attack with his club. Nat 1. And
I'm gonna hit him
second-
back.
You have riposte?
Yeah.
Oh, Pog. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. So he swings wildly with the first one already wounded. And you like deflect it, but then rather than like returning to a defensive posture, you leave yourself wide open, and he's just like bringing down what's sure to be like a really fucking hard swing, and before he can deliver it, you just like, how do you fucking kill him?
I just stab him in the neck.
Oh yeah, you just
As he's like going up, I just like, yeah.
yeah. He falls to the deck, no longer moving. And Lizard Folk number 7. He's going to continue pressing on against Tristan, and he's going to run to the opposite side of him. Actually, he's really wounded. Is he going to do that? No, I think he's really wounded. I think he's going to fall back, and he's going to throw some javelins. How far is that? That's 20. So yeah, he can do that without disadvantage. Ooh, that's a hit.
Ooh, that's a hit.
So
Okay.
he throws like one, which you just like bat away, and then the second one just like immediately hits you square in the gut, not breaking past your armor and drawing blood, but knocking the air out of you. And then with the rest of his movement, he jumps over the side of the vessel.
Oh.
And
So-
now, what's up?
Go on, I was going to say, as a reaction, I'm going to use my ability called Fade Away. So as soon as he hits me, I turn invisible.
Oh, that's nice.
So I just go, just
That's cool.
I'm invisible until I attack.
There's a loud slam on the deck right behind you, Tristan, as one of these creatures that was hauling this band of lizard folks slams onto the deck, standing upright on two legs and like shrieking out with its talons and claws. It has a massive stinger on its tail. The other one is going to try and get a flyby on Captain Speed.
Okay.
That's a crit. That's
oh
crazy.
wow!
Wow.
Oh, wow!
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh
Ooh.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my word! Oh, Captain.
Oh no, and you fail on the Constitution save. So this is what I think is going to happen. This one comes swooping straight down at you, Speed, and like as it grabs its arms around you, you can feel its stinger coming up from like between your legs and stabbing you square in the chest. The poison hitting so close to your heart is just like you instantly feel the weakness come over you. You feel the poison taking in, and Jesus fucking Christ, this thing is about to now try to fly off with you. Number 3 is going to come from Monty.
Okay.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh no. Inconvenient.
It gets a sting off on you, but seeing that you do not instantly go down, it is going to fly by and continue on its journey. It has moved 35 feet, so it can move an additional 25 through the air. I'm going to put it at 15 feet away and 10 feet up. And that is going to take us to Captain Speed.
Well, shit.
fuck!
I'm sorry, buddy. Crits happen.
Yeah, crit happens. We all know that. I'm going to try and attack this thing that has its hold on me, I guess.
Okay.
Actions.
Oof, that would have been a crit if you weren't poisoned. That's still a hit.
Stupid poison. Ugh. Again.
Another hit.
Terrible damage rolls.
I'm sorry.
The most terrible damage rolls.
Yeah, not an ideal time.
It's okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind,
Good move. Outstanding move. So
which is
roll
a
your
D10 plus my fighter level. D10.
Nice. So that's your level 7. So that's going to be 16 hit points back. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. 28.
And that's going to be it for me. Can't do anything else.
Yeah, so you lash out, striking this creature twice, and in doing so, you reinstill confidence in yourself, steady your blades a little bit, and will yourself to keep standing. Monty Beefcastle, it is your turn.
Right, first things first, going to finish off this guy in front of me. I'm going to use my Sawtooth Great Club, but for flavour, I'm just going to absolutely chin him by just headbutting him in the face. I will be doing that right now. Oh, right. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Right, so that's my first attack on that guy. I'm hoping this does him. It does.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, he's just completely he explodes, covering the sails with blood. I'm going to then do a pointless Tom Cruise Mission Impossible 2 roll and just do a forward roll and javelin. I'm going to move to here and javelin this flying evil orange frog thing.
Okay.
With my second attack. If I can find where I put them. There they are.
That's a hit.
Here it comes. It's not good.
Your javelin, like, slides through the edge of the creature's lower leg, and it just, like, shrieks.
Okay. In which case, I will then... Have I got that much more movement? I've got 10 more feet. If I got 10 feet, can I get to just by that guy? I can certainly try. I'm going to go over to that guy then. And I'm going to hit him. I'm going to do a frenzy attack and hit him with my club.
Cool.
If this is acceptable, here we go. Frenzy. Yes. I've got to remember to do that. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Whew. Please finish him off.
Oh,
So close. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
So when you slam into this guy with your great club, you hear him calling out in a foreign tongue. What languages do you guys speak?
Dwarvish.
Common and halfling.
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
Thieves' Cants. Interesting.
Common and Aquan.
Okay. Ruby, all you speak is Common and Dwarvish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So none of you really get what he's saying, but this plesiosaur, which is in a prime striking position to attack Ruby, blinks this bright green eye intelligently, looks at Ruby for a moment, then looks at the lizard folk next to her, and it extends its head upwards. It's taking the dodge action.
Oh.
Plesiosaur number 2 does the same thing. This lizard folk berserker that just barely survived that onslaught takes the disengage action. Oh shit, did we just skip Ruby? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to skip Ruby. My bad. Ruby, you go first.
No, okay, cool. Right, because I need some heals. But first, what I'm going to do is I am going to slash Berserker number 1. He has 4 health left. So I'm going to hit him with my Moon Sickle, which is this one. Is he dead?
Yeah, how'd you kill
cool. She's got her moon sickle and she and just kind of like finishes off what Monty had done, backing him up. And then she's just gonna like move here a little bit, so like she's kind of under the sail, so this flying thing can't circle too easily. And then she's gonna heal herself with the lesser one, which is Cure Wounds. Is that right?
Cure Wounds is
that's
the
one
healing
action.
spell.
Bonus
Healing
action.
Word is the bonus action.
Yeah, Healing Word.
And don't forget your second D4 from your sickle.
Yeah. One. I'm gonna do it at level 2,
So it's going to be 3 total.
and then a 4, which is that one.
Okay.
So that's a 2. Okay, yeah, and that's going to be the end of Ruby's turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Whilst the circle goes, I'm going to let my dog out for a wee because he's busting, if that's okay.
No problem, dog.
I'll
Take
be
care of the
watching you on my
baby.
phone.
Take care of the baby. All right. Lizard Folk Berserker number 2 sees what's happening to his comrades, takes the disengage action, runs past Monty, and jumps onto the plesiosaur's head, sliding down its neck and onto its back, where we can see a kind of harness has been built for this creature with ropes for it to hold on to. Berserker number 3 is going to charge off and do the same onto this plesiosaur, taking the disengage action. Berserker number 4 cannot make the disengage action and make it. So, Tristan, you can make a reaction opportunity attack.
Okay. Oh, he just gets past me. As I swing, he misses.
He like leaps over your blade.
Hey, I'm invisible, so...
Oh, advantage. Make a second one.
Ah.
I forgot. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Love to see it.
Oh, God, what are these
again.
damage rolls today? Jesus Christ.
I know.
So his upper arm just like suddenly blood just wells out of it. He looks down and just swings wildly at you as he continues running and jumps onto the head of this plesiosaur, sliding on its back down to that harness. And it is your
Cool.
turn, Tristan.
And because of that, I'm no longer invisible because I attacked him. So I just pop back into the thing. So, how are these the flying guys? How high are they up? Are they
That one's on the deck.
level?
The one that's right
Cool.
next to you is on the deck. It slammed onto the deck, like because it saw
Yeah,
you
that's
for a
what it's
moment
for.
and then you disappeared. It was going to come for you, but he couldn't find you.
Right. Let's go. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Nice. Yes, decent damage this time.
Oh yeah.
And then I am, for my bonus action, I'm going to cunning action disengage once I've hit it and get to about there.
All right.
So I've
Are
hit it.
you
and I'm
rolling
just,
with your sneak attack?
oh no, that time I didn't.
You're a swashbuckler, and that was
Yeah.
the only other creature there. So go ahead and roll those extra d6s.
Hang on. It's not working. I'll just roll it. 2.
All right, 2 additional dammies. Okay. Your turn.
That's me.
All right. So the creature gets
I'm
slashed.
good.
The creature gets slashed. Seeing you, it gets angry, and it is now going to try and fly over and give you the business. That's a crit. You got to be kidding me.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Well, fiddle-dee-dee.
Oh my god.
This will
Shit.
require a tetanus shot.
Ooh, eesh.
I don't think it really matters that much if you're poisoned or
Okay.
not because he just flies
down.
at you with his wings outspread, wrapping around you, and instead of stabbing you through the chest like the other one got speed, he stabs you through the back, picks you up, and starts flying off with you.
Bye. Shit.
Oh,
Tristan!
Yeah,
Would you like
it is
to
starting to
fly?
fly off with Tristan. Number two got pretty badly injured there. Everything else around it is retreating. It's going to take the disengage action, and it is going to try to get the fuck out of there because I think it would know if it got hit like that again, it's going to die, and it does not want to die. And number 3, he's still got some fight left in him. He's going to try and cover the retreat for the homies. So he's currently 10 feet up in the air. He's going to slam into the mast here. And with his long ass stinger, it's going to lash down at Ruby. Oof, that's a hit.
Mash, did you cut your dog's toilet time short or something? Is that why he's barking? Didn't make him suck it back in, did you? That's mean.
So
Oh my
Ruby,
God. I just healed that. God damn it.
yeah, that was incredibly high damage that I just rolled on you. I'm sorry.
I
So
know.
he lands on the mast, wrapped around it, and his tail just comes lashing out at you, stabbing you in like the lower stomach and injecting your guts full of poison. You do not get poisoned. You pass your
That's insane.
Constitution saving throw. Captain Speed, it is your turn.
Whew. Okay, this one that's got Tristan. Is it like near the deck, or did it go?
It's
up?
not up yet. It didn't have the space to start getting up. It tried to get as far as it could. So it's
Okay.
at ground level.
Okay, good, because it's 40 feet away, so I can reach it.
Oh my god, he's fast as fuck, boys.
It's fast as fuck, boy.
Fuck,
Fast as fuck, boy. Oh, that's what they call him. Speed. Save me, Speed.
That's amazing.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm poisoned.
You want to spend your
poison.
inspiration to negate that 4?
Oh.
Keep that 20?
I mean, if that's how it works, then yes.
It's dramatic.
So what? Hold shift.
Yep. Ooh,
Nice.
that was good damage.
Okay, that was my
Nice,
first
nice.
attack.
That's beautiful, man.
Second attack
Yes.
hits on its own.
Fuck that frog.
Got him.
How do you save your homie?
Nice.
So I run up on this cannon right here, and like Red is about to get to the edge. I assume it would like put its feet on the edge of the ship like it's about to take off, and it just like spreads its wings, and then you just see me jump from the cannon behind it and just slash its wing off,
Oh, beautiful.
and then it turns to face me and I just slash the other wing off,
Nice.
Oh, sick, dude.
and Tristan's laying there on the boat.
My captain. My captain.
Beautiful. Yeah, he like slams down on his butt, like kind of like with his head on the railing. Kind of hard. It would hurt if he was conscious right now. But homie saved. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So cool.
Can I then action surge
Sure.
for the sole purpose of taking my pistol out and shooting this one?
Absolutely.
Number 3.
How does the pistol work?
It shoots.
It
Nice.
shoots. Doesn't it have an ability as well, though? I don't remember. I made it a
It
while
just
ago.
says it does.
Make a lot
It
of
just
stuff.
says it does necrotic damage. I don't think I'm pulling up the actual thing though. Let me go in my inventory here. Oh no, yeah, it just says range 60 feet, recharge 6, necrotic damage, 46 necrotic damage, and it's plus 2.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Plus 7, is that accurate?
I
It
don't.
would be your
know.
dex, which is plus 4, your proficiency bonus, which is plus 3, so and then the weapon bonus, which is plus 2.
So it should be a 9.
So it should be a 15 total, and its armor class is 15.
Nice.
Meets it, beats it.
Anytime I hit an attack in action surge, it crits because of my stronghold.
Yeah, if you choose to expend a use of it, it auto crits, and then you have to rest at your stronghold for a week to get your uses back.
Yeah, doing that.
All right, give it to him.
Not even
Blam.
that great of a roll, but still hella damage.
Oh my god, yeah.
Captain. Wow.
What's it look like when you use the pistol for the first
Machine
time?
gun this thing.
So I just like drop my second rapier, the normal one, on the ground, and just pull the pistol out and just like steady my body and point right at it, and then literally close my eyes because I don't know what's about to happen, and fire this thing, and it's necrotic damage. So I assume it's like just a black Like,
You would think so.
oh,
It's actually as bright yellow as the topaz that makes up for like the whole rear end of the receiver that the hammer slams home on. A bolt of yellow lightning lashes out from the gun, hits this creature square in the back, and we instantly see one of its wings just wither to dust as it like shrieks out in agony, crying out in pain.
yes, that.
Beautiful. Is that
Not
your
on
turn,
my
buddy?
ship.
Not on my
Yes,
ship.
that's my turn.
Monty, it's your turn, buddy.
How high up is this crow's nest where Evil Frog Dude number
So
3
he is 15 feet up right now.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to make it up there. In which case, I'm going to chuck a javelin at this.
Don't you have 10-foot
creature.
reach with your weapon?
I do. I could climb up and go. Meh. Yeah, we'll do that because
Jumping
You
attack.
could jump. You could
Captain
jump.
suggested it, and I obey the captain. So I'm going to go.
If you do a jumping attack, I'll say that you can make one attack.
All right, I'll do that. Sounds good.
Are you going to reckless attack?
Yeah, why not? Let's do a reckless one. Let's just. Oh, sugar. Oops! I just put reckless attack effect on the creature.
Here, you
I-
can
I-
have it.
I would rather not have the creature do that, but I am going to attack it now.
A natural 20 or a natural 1. Take your pick.
I would like the natural 20, please.
So the tag team crit on this creature. Let's fucking go. That's hype. Kill it, homie.
I'm holding a shift, and I'm dragging it over.
That was the second attack roll. You forgot to do. You were supposed to do damage.
I apologize.
It's okay. Just make sure you hold
This-
shift for the damage roll. Beautiful. How do you kill it?
Because I'm underneath it, I'm just gonna go straight through it, so it like comes out. Yeah, have you seen Hot Fuzz? Do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
Hot Fuzz?
For sure.
So where his chin falls on the model village church steeple at the end, but that's Monty's great club right now, just gone straight through.
Nice.
Grim, but then he's just like pulls it out and he just collapses and falls.
Absolutely beautiful. So the creatures fall back and retreat. The plesiosaurs go next in the initiative order, and they just plunge down into the depths. These lizard folk seem to be able to hold their breath for an extremely long period of time because it doesn't matter how long you sit out on the deck and wait to watch, they do not show up again. It is with this victory, a tasty victory on the party's recent memories, that I think we end the session.
That's awesome. Oh,
Wow.
Could we, before we do finish, like, I'm assuming, is there bodies like on the deck and that? still?
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, can we loot the bodies and see if there's anything that we can make into more treasure for our captain? More tribute to the armor.
It's pretty macabre, but if you want to take sapient creatures' body parts and appendages and start affixing them to things,
mean,
you can
no,
start
I
going down the
wanted
Ticonderoga path, sure.
I just wanted to see if they've got any like
Trying to
cool
impress
bits of
him.
armor that we can steal to make, or like they don't really, yeah, we can't really like turn them into a hat because they're not quite hats. But yeah, before we toss them aboard, can we fleece them of anything useful? Is what I'm asking.
Give me an investigation check.
Monty, do you want to help me?
yeah, I'll give you a hand. Have
I
advantage.
mean, someone's got to clear the deck, right?
Yeah, I'll also come out say to the rest of the groups, come here, a mop and bucket over here, please.
Clean up on aisle deck.
Clean up on aisle every fucking where.
Yeah, I mean, we can see that your crew is bloodied as well from that experience. Tristan is going to need some medical attention. How do you guys go about helping your boy there?
Let him make the throws. Just kidding.
Captain,
No, I'll do a death save. I don't mind. Yeah, I'll make a death save.
No,
I'm happy
Ruby.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry, I missed the health loss part of your journey. Yeah, I can heal you up, boy. I can. That's fine. Let me get you.
Slumped in a corner.
Yeah, I mean, that's cure wounds. That's that one. Oh, sorry. Let me go. She just kind of she's like, sorry, Tristan, I didn't realize you were so wounded. And she just kind of like puts her hand and starts like healing him. Like, she's like, how are you doing? How are you doing? You still with us? You dead?
Just like, fuck.
Everybody gets their
blood all
turn.
over his coat. He's like,
Everybody gets their turn at the other end of the crit stick.
yeah. No, it's really, it was poetic.
And then we'll fleece all the bodies and heave them overboard.
You find another piece of this dwarven gold amongst the bodies. Only one, and it was on the one berserker that you were able to fell. Everything else is, I don't want to use the word primitive, but I mean, it's made from like carcasses and bones and sharpened metal. It's not well refined metal. Some of them, the berserkers, they actually use these large sticks with pieces of obsidian sticking out of them.
Obsidian's not an unuseful item, though.
No, I mean, I'm referring to a specific type of weapon.
All right, okay.
It's designed to break off the pieces of obsidian in the people that you hit them with and cause them to bleed to death if the blunt impact trauma does not kill them.
Free weapons.
Sounds perfect for Monty.
Mm.
I don't think you're going to top the Sawtooth Giant
Yeah.
Club.
I'm quite happy with my flying shark nose, to be honest.
Never
gonna
had
have
too
to
many
come-
weapons.
I'm gonna have to come up with some like crazy shit to top what you guys already have. All right, folks. Well, I think this is where we will, with the single piece of dwarven gold identical to the one that Ticonderoga gave you. I think that's what we end the session on. Good job. You made it. You survived.
Good
Thank you
job, you man.
Oh,
That's
thank
a
you.
lot of monsters to keep a track of, and what a fucking brilliant voice for Captain Red Nipples. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Much love. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Kawhi. That's very kind of you to say. All right, let's move into our shout outs, folks. Monty, Seely, where can people find you, buddy?
You can find me at CeelyTTRPG on Twitter, and I'm slowly, very slowly, converting all my other socials over to that from Seely D&D. It's Seely TTRPG going forward. And yeah, the website hasn't been updated yet. You can catch me every Thursday on Homebrew Havoc on Ampersand D20's Twitch channel. And of course, here at Booty for some more pirate fun a week Saturday. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers to you, buddy. Thank you so much for being here, man. Much love.
Love it, man. Love it.
Bill, what's good, dude?
It's me. I'm just happy to be here with all you guys. Playing captain of a ship is really awesome and more fun than I had expected it to be, even though I knew it was going to be fun. So, so yeah, I'm just happy to be hanging out. But yeah, I'm actually trying to focus all my energy when I do have time to work on things onto one project. So right now, that's an adventure.
Oh, nice, dude.
Based on my home campaign, basically taking all the resources that I've gathered through that and throwing it into something. So, so yeah, might play that at some point.
That's awesome, dude.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Also, props for you for taking the captain role, knowing that the captain would have to make all the big decisions when you don't like taking the lead.
For real.
Exactly. That's actually kind of why I wanted it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Get out of my
So-
comfort zone a little bit. So
No,
I
that's
appreciate
Yeah,
you guys
no,
taking
it's
that
really
dive
good
with
of you
me.
to do it.
Yeah, I think
Also-
you're absolutely crushing it.
Means our characters can't say no to you either. So you
Which is
just-
which is great because you're kind of like
Somebody-
the moral center point for the party, I think.
yeah.
At first it was
Somebody needs
Ruby.
to keep us all in charge.
Now Ruby's gone off on like hyper capitalism. Like, I don't give a shit. I just want money.
She's gonna be a mob boss. Like,
Yeah.
she's gonna take over Peridot. She's gonna run for governor.
Well, honestly, Will, it's awesome to see you get to be the captain. I think you make a fantastic captain, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, damn right.
Much love, buddy. All right, Mash, where can people find you, dude?
Hey, I'm Mashashi. I'm here on Twitch most mornings, 9 a.m. GMT. I'm also an author of epic fantasy, and I have a collection coming out, and I have a novel coming out at the end of the year. So keep an eyes peeled for them. I also work for TYG, Treat Your Geek magazine, which features our very own DMDM studio this issue.
Yeah,
go
go
pick
pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, some of your faces might be in it, and I haven't told you, so
Mhm.
because I took screenshots. But yeah, so we got TYG, and if anybody is here on Monday, hopefully we should be doing our Mario D&D session. Hopefully on Monday.
Awesome. Dude.
Yeah,
Nice, awesome.
Hell
see
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Mash. Thank you for being here. Awesome.
for
Once again,
having
thank you
me.
for having me in TYG. I feel very honored. I need to
Oh,
get.
I'm slowly working my way around all my favorite peoples in like all the internet. So that's basically why I made the entire magazine, is just to show off all my friends like really cool projects. So if you know you do cool stuff and it's geeky and I can write an article about it, send them my way,
Hell
because
yeah.
I hate approaching people.
Nice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, puppet. And this is my dog. I'm sorry, he needed a wee wee earlier.
No worries. Well, thank you again for being here. I surely appreciate it, and can't wait to continue the adventure. Shiv, what's good in your hood, dude?
Hello, I am Shiv, the nearly dead Tristan, and you can find me everywhere at IOShiv, including on Tuesday for Kesselstrad Strad and on Thursday for Homebrew Havoc, both on Ampersand's Twitch channel. I'm a man in high demand. I'm everywhere, it seems. So you'll see me about.
It's the British invasion, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
True. Getting from all over the aisle over there. When Vincent
Yeah.
comes back, we're going to get another Irishman back on it. It's going to be truly. We're gonna be
It's gonna
overwhelmed,
balance
Will. We have to
out a
hold the
bit. But no, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Dude, thank
Always
you for
fun.
being here, man. It's a blast to have you. Always appreciated. Much love, dude. Well, once again, folks, you can get 10% off your custom DMDM Studios dice case by going to ko-fi.com/theshadysale and using code RPGIN at checkout when you purchase a dice case. Thank you guys again for being here. I will be live in about 2.5 hours with Covet Syndicate. The last session was positively bonkers, so I cannot wait to continue that on tonight. If you missed it, catch the VODs. They're all uploaded on YouTube. I got them uploaded last night. It is fantastic. It's about 9 hours, 10 hours of content. So just put it on, listen in the background. It was fantastic. But definitely you're not going to want to miss the session tonight because we're continuing along our revelations of
Are you
what
able
happens
to make
after
a raid
death.
suggestion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dr. James, the Yorkshireman, is pushing for the big 1000, and he is the most wholesome person on the internet, and we love
Sure.
him. He plays Elden Ring, Serico, that kind of thing, so I know he's up your street. But yeah, he is pushing for the big 1000, and we would love to get him there. So
Let's do it.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank
Also,
you guys.
gun show. I'm going to make him do the gun show.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys again. I love y'all. I appreciate you. I will be live in about 2.5 hours with Covet Syndicate. No stream tomorrow. Monday, I believe, is the premiere of Soldiers of Fortune, a Pathfinder campaign over on twitch.tv/redemption VA, which I'm lucky enough to be a part of. Super excited about that. I'm playing an alchemist. I'm of science. On Tuesday, no stream because I'm doing a playtest for the tabletop role-playing game that I've been working on. So
Ooh.
super excited
Secret
about that.
stuff. Secret
Yeah.
stuff.
You can find out about that if you join the Discord, if you're curious. If you like Dark Souls, if you like Bloodborne, if you like Elden Ring, I'm trying to capture that feeling, that vibe in tabletop role-playing game. And yeah, it's going to be available at some point. On Wednesday, we have Deathwatch, Kill Team Last Bastion. It is a Warhammer 40k actual play where we play Deathwatch RPG. A lot of fun. Don't want to miss that. It's a grand old time. On Thursday, Skies of Etanria over on twitch.tv/The Last Omnitect. Super excited for that. It's a Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign. Super cool, super high magic fantasy setting. And then on next Saturday, you can catch us back here live at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time with Legacy, hosted by Omni himself. Good night.